job service, the what do they call it, workforce services, and see if you can.
No, I mean it's.
Well,
I mean,
two pieces anyway.
no, but yes, but no. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got we got Ronan on after playing last night. What's your character's name again, Cole?
Ronan, you just said it.
It is Ronan. Okay. See, this is what was throwing me. I was like, wait a second.
Beep, boop, beep, beep.
Yeah, you're off in the amazing the amazing city.
I'm cuddled up next to some weirdo.
Cool.
It's more like she's cuddling on you. And she doesn't. And by the way, she doesn't shave.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Wookie girls.
To be fair, in real life, that's never bothered me.
Well, good. I'm glad because that's one less thing. Yeah.
Okay, so there's
Bruce,
three groups or two groups.
Well, there's the group that's still sitting around the portal. There's the group that's over with the Demixie, and then there's Cole.
Okay.
Ronan.
So I thought like everybody was with the Demixie.
No.
I mean, only two people went down the slide.
Like 3 people went.
Go get reinforcements.
I went down the slide, and whoever the other person was went down the slide. But I thought we were all in the Demixie.
That was Jason. Jason and Chen Wei went down the slide.
Right, but So do you have to actually go down the slide in order to enter their world at all? I may have misunderstood this.
Absolutely not. You can drive it. It's just a hell of a lot faster if you take the jet car.
So
and it's funnier too.
Yeah.
As long as you're medicated, it's tolerable.
Yeah.
I mean, mention that there was that wasn't the only way to get there.
The Demixie are kind of adrenaline junkies because
if I was a bug, I'd be an adrenaline junkie too. I mean, it's pretty boring being a bug.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't checked in a while what their lifespan is, but
okay. So for
conditions.
For all practical purposes, you got to use the jet in order to get there.
No, you can drive the 15 miles if you want to.
I just didn't mention it.
Okay, no, I had assumed that we were all in the world, or maybe like in some starting area, and maybe like only 2 of us went past that. But
yeah,
okay.
You can get there in 15 minutes, or you can get there in over an hour. It's up to you.
Okay.
How fast can you pedal?
Yeah. All right. So,
okay. Well, anyway, we were there, and we're trying, I believe, to get a balloon made, or.
Yeah. I did some work. Did I? Oh yeah, I put it in. I put it.
Saw the math.
I put it into the journal. Basically, how much lift capacity a 100-foot by 25-foot wide dirigible would be, and it was around 3,200 pounds. And then subtracting off the weight of the dirigible itself and anything else that might be attached to it. I figured that would probably be at least another 1,000 pounds. So that kind of leaves you with basically a ton of lift. So it's up to you what you want to, put on this thing. But I'll let you guys think about that. And we'll go and talk to the people who are currently outside the portal on the platform. So while the folks are off at Demixie Prime, which is Baktek, by the way, Bakatek, something like that. Are you doing anything?
We had decided, Mike and Angel had decided that they were gonna go hop on the motorcycle and go try to get the other angel and the dragon.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that, and I don't have that in the.
They decided because they've never been to that world to pick up Susan along the way.
We are picking up Susan also. Because
Susan is where?
Earth Prime.
Susan's on Earth Prime teaching.
On Hot
Earth Prime. Base. Okay. All right. So okay. So we'll drive. You guys drive down to Earth Prime. Okay, which is quite a ways. I mean, it's 250 miles.
All right.
Okay.
Probably
guys
could
can-
refuel the bike by then.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, just keep. Okay. Just keep. Are you just driving on the motorcycle?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Just keep in mind the fact that the lighting on the fringe paths, unless you're using something to provide a lot more light, is pretty poor. It's basically twilight. So if you're traveling 50 miles an
Right.
hour, then you're basically driving blind.
Oh, fun.
Okay. It's not like you can't stay on the road, but I'm just saying is that if there was anything on the road, you probably wouldn't see it until it was too late to do anything more than lay your bike down.
Someone
Or-
needs to invent
or
a
you can
20-year
drive slow.
semi.
Okay, in which case you'll be fine, but it'll take.
All righty.
So I want to know how fast are you speeding?
Okay.
Uh,
You
Why are you
you've got the
speeding?
first leg. You've got the first leg, Angel. Go ahead.
just going as fast as as I'm allowed to see. So, dog, quit growling.
I just told you that. Did you need something? Oh,
Hi, Beth.
you're not quite in the picture, I don't think. But anyways,
She is.
Uh,
Kind of. Anyway.
what I'm saying is that if you can travel at 60 miles an hour, no problem down the road, but you won't be able to react because you'll see things at the last possible second. But it's not hard to stay inside. You got the road and you've got the stars around it, so it's not like you
Right.
can't see where the road is. Okay, I'm just simply saying is that speed you don't have enough warning about things coming up before you can visually process. So it's up to you.
All righty.
You want to go. You want to take the risk, you can go ahead and do it.
I'll take the risk.
You know. All right, and I guess you better give me a luck check.
Awesome. That is Cole's character sheet, not mine. That is not going to
Here,
help
hope it
you
doesn't
anymore.
rain ducks.
I hope it doesn't rain ducks. 5.
Well, 5. Oh, very nice.
5. Okay. All right. You think you might have seen something go by you very quickly at some point, but you didn't know what it was because it was just way too fast.
Lovely.
I assume you're not going to stop.
And nope.
All right. Off you
It's a
go.
Miller hitchhiking.
Could be. All right. So you head on down the road, and like I said, you go, bloppity bloppity blop, and and you just roll. Let's see, there's 4 dice here. And you run into some fringe weather on the last leg, going from the alternate, actually going from -1 to 0.
All right.
No, just 0. It's -1, 0, +1.
We were on the positive side.
What?
We're on the positive side.
I meant yes, you're correct. Positive
Sorry.
1 to 0. All right, you're no, you're
All right.
fine. Okay, so let me roll me I guess a d20, and I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, jeez. 18.
That's a big number. Fortunately, these are not in any particular order as far as I've ever been able to tell.
Firestorm.
It could be.
That's not.
All right. Let's see here. It's this right here. Where are you?
My cat's angry because I'm not sharing fish soup.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay.
I'm muted.
You Suddenly the dog is growling. Okay. Suddenly the air, basically the air in front of you and around you starts sparkling.
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay, yeah, it starts sparkling, and when that happens, suddenly there's these crashing sounds of thunder, metal, rubble. I mean, every possible sound you can imagine. It's a cacophony of crazy sounds. Like it's like you're trapped in the middle of one of those records by, you know.
So I'm safe. I can't hear it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can. I've still got
Yeah.
an ear that works.
Right, it is really, really loud. Give me a spirit check.
All right. Okay.
Oh no,
Okay. I don't think you have to.
I don't.
Well, there are sparks though, so yeah. Okay. Spirit. 4.
Good job.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, he says it says that while he's most of the time it's just noise. On occasion, you can even hear voices and such in the sounds. They're screaming and shouting all around you.
Okay,
you're
I would
not
get
hearing
-2 for
voices.
that.
Yeah, you didn't, but that I didn't roll like anything special there. So
Okay, groovy. Okay.
anyways, it's so you she's fine, right? They're like you're like going, do you hear that? And you're like, you can't, nothing.
Yeah, Mike holds on to Angel a little tighter.
Yeah,
Angel
yeah, it's literally like, they talk about sonic attacks. It's kind of
Yikes.
like that. And since you're up precariously on a bike, I thought that this might be an opportunity for you to fall off and slide.
Oh,
At 15,
But you didn't.
50
Fortunately,
miles per hour.
you might want to mention this to, other than the sparkly stuff, she didn't see anything and she didn't hear anything.
All right, I'll tell her when we get to the platform.
When she gets to 0, unless she's planning on doing an Evel Knievel off the ramp, because it does drop down to the, it's like an 8-foot drop from where you come out of the portal and down to the platform. So she'll slow down at that point, and you can decide, whether you want to mention it to her or not.
Okay, once we're stopped, Mike signs to Angel. Remember the sparks?
yeah.
He's got to spell sparks because he doesn't know how to sign it. He said there were also loud noises, and then lucky you.
Angel starts laughing at this, like, all right then.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, the sparkles were probably kind of pretty.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Then let's proceed.
Yeah, that was called a noise storm, by the way.
Yikes. Well, you chose the right character to hit with a noise storm.
The dice chose the right character. So anyway, Tours Prime.
All right. So
Make a note to put that in my report.
You end up finishing the drive over down to Hatsumi Base because nothing else happens in the next.
All right. Okay.
Thing. After you basically do the check-in, at the alternate to make sure that you're not some Unabomber type character.
Always fun to do that.
Yeah. So you drive on down, and again you run into the checkpoints down on Earth Prime with their the 4 open portals, one of which is controlled by the ASA.
I gave you what I
Right.
So you can go ahead and send send the message off to Hatsumi Prime.
Okay. All right.
Okay, which is
All right.
mostly a matter of writing out something and putting it into a putting it into a
Paper
Container?
airplane.
well, it's actually it's a between a sealed envelope with the letter visible, and then someone basically puts it into a chamber to sterilize it. and decontaminate it, and then they go and they throw it through the portal so it can be picked up on the other side.
Okay. Susan will arrive about 20 minutes later with a motorcycle with a sidecar.
All right.
Yes. She
Oh.
says, yeah, because of my fringe vertigo, I'm not safe to drive on the fringe paths. So she gets in the sidecar. She's got various equipment on her, I guess.
Okay, so someone basically drives you through the portal.
Yeah.
In a sidecar.
She pushes the motorcycle and the sidecar through.
Okay.
Walks it through the portal basically.
So someone else has to drive your motorcycle.
Right. So if
Mike?
Mike will drive the motorcycle and Susan will ride in the sidecar. Since the original notes say it's Angelica and Nicholas. It's Angelica and Nicholas.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Very good. And we're ready to go.
You can get your vehicle refueled.
I would like to get the vehicle refueled.
Yeah. Sterilize. Send that through. Top it off.
Right. So now you're going to travel all the way down to
-4?
down to
Arthur World.
R2 and Margoose.
To Camelot.
This place. Yeah.
More fun.
We refer to it as almost Camelot.
Yeah.
To almost Camelot.
Yeah, because it's weird.
On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. It's a silly place.
It is a silly place.
It's a silly place. Yes. All right. So you guys take off, and I believe that one is that also at -4?
I think so.
Do I have to look it up?
It's -6.
-6.
So we got a ways to go.
Okay.
I told you it was 600 miles away.
Yeah.
No, it's 300 some miles away.
300 miles away.
Or,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 6 platforms and 1 from the prime. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what you run into this time.
All right. $33.
1. There was 1. All right. So somebody roll me a D12.
All right. Let's see. Do I have one handy? Yes, I do. 7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another noise storm. As a matter of fact, it's the same one.
No.
The same noise storm. Okay.
Yeah, well, you guys went down. It kept going. You guys caught up to it.
Lovely.
Shit. What the hell is this? Noise storm. What? Noise storm. Did you say noise storm? Yes.
You're like, and you can't hear anything because it's just so loud and booming.
All right.
All right, so you continue on, and until you finally get down to the alternate where almost Camelot is. All right, so you gonna go through the portal?
Do you want to leave the? Mike says, do you want to leave bikes here?
Is there anything that could possibly take them besides fringe pirates?
That's about it.
Uh,
I mean, negatives. I guess I need to bring this up. Okay.
Sorry.
Because I also had all the stuff that basically showed what else was on the platform that was open.
All right.
So, all right.
Susan mentions this opens into a forest with some, we've encountered mischievous people last time that hid all our equipment. Yeah, I read the report.
Angel to sign.
-6, huh?
Looking at the fringe map here. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh.
-6. Is that right? Let's see. All right.
says ASA Kansas I have down for.
Yeah, basically the prime has been claimed by the ASA.
Oh, fun.
Okay. All right. So yeah, there's nothing else here except there is a All
One
right.
PowerPoint down.
So well, remember, you do minuses to your roll, okay, unless you use points to get rid of.
Which I did.
Okay, so the 4, okay, so yeah, so you send a message to her. What are you going to say to her?
Angelica, it's me, Susan, right in front of you.
It's just Angel, but Susan?
Don't
What?
burn me.
Yeah, former Annika, Susan.
Oh. Okay. What the hell are you doing here?
Important. We got to get back to the portal. Something really important has come up. I'll brief you on the way.
Okay. And she's gonna, Angel's gonna have Dom land, I guess. Because what the fuck?
You were on the ground chewing up people.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Dom was not in the air.
I thought he was. I'm sorry.
Snapping people in half, and it's a good thing too, because if Susan had appeared next to Dom while he was in the air, it could have been.
That would
It could have been bad. It would have been bad.
Right then.
Okay. All right. Okay. I climb aboard.
And offer you a start.
Get behind Angel.
Like, come on, get up here.
All right. All right. All right. Back to the portal.
That's weird.
All right, let's go.
My background
All
bleeds
right.
through on my tattoo.
I catch
so
up
that's the
Angel
outline of my
on
tattoo.
the adventure so far. So we lost Ronan to, and he's with some wizards. And
Misadventure.
the new Angelica figured we might need a dragon to get out of this mess.
Bloody hell.
So we came found you. We came and found you and Dom.
All right. Okay. Sounds
We
good
might.
to me.
This area might be magical. It might not. We don't know yet.
I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
Into the dark.
So. All right. So it takes a little while to get to the portal.
Do you just up and leave?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're abandoning your position in the army and flying back, I assume, right?
I am not going to do that because I want to come back. I will either Angel will find either the closest general commander of whatever it is, or go to R2 and tell him. Whichever one's closer.
Okay.
Poopy butt lick spittle.
Okay. The closest general you find is not R2.
Not R2.
It's general news.
It's D2.
Ah.
Oh jeez. Okay.
It's it's one of his allies. One of the landed allies. Probably Sir Gawain.
Sir Gawain.
Okay.
All right. I will fill him in on, or have Susan do it if she really wants to. But I'll try to fill him in as best as I can. Tell him I gotta take off.
Yeah, you realize I don't think that he's ever met Susan, has he?
Yeah.
No, he has not.
No.
He hasn't met
Yeah,
Susan.
so Susan would not be a good person to fill him in on
Yeah.
why you, basically the equivalent of a destroyer in R2's land navy is the only dragon who's currently under his control.
Hey, we're fucking on now. Bye.
Is leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving.
No,
So
must
you're
leave. I will be back as soon as I physically can be.
well. He says is that well, you don't have my permission to leave, so obviously I can't stop. He says I'm not going to cause damage to our our side, trying to stop you. But I just want you to know that this is against orders. There will be.
Tell them that the dragon needs its 6-month overhaul.
Beep.
I will take that risk. Because
Condor needs aid.
Off you go. I mean, he's not saying that. He's just looking at you going, I'm very disappointed in you, Angelica.
Angel.
Much finger
Very
waggling.
disappointed in you, Angel. Because you know him. You know, you've been there with some of the big, meetings and strategy stuff like that, and you know that your dragon has been like, always been there as part of the shock troops, and
Yeah.
it's made a big difference. It's made a big difference in the war.
Oh, this angel is absolutely hoping that she'll be back in 2 days' time. So hopefully, that's her hope.
Unlikely. Very unlikely.
Her hope. Let her have it.
Very unlikely. Okay. So, all right. So you leave. And as you recall, it's like a good 24-hour flight down to where the portal is. You're in the northern part of the realm. So it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a while.
Communicator doesn't have that kind of range to tell them we'll be there in 24 hours.
No, you only have like about a 5-mile range on that communicator. So. All right, but that's, you guys are willing to stop. Okay, so all right. Anyways, the Fae are going to attempt to ply you with food.
Uh-oh.
Are you up for that?
No, thank you.
I'm not talking to you. Talking to the people that are there back, still staying
That's
around.
her.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's
All right.
Angel Part 2.
Mike's got to make a spirit check.
Well, actually, you're right. I am talking to you. The other you.
Angelica.
Okay, talking to
So noted. Thank you for the correction. Yes.
Angelica
So,
and Nicholas. Okay.
they have a lot of wonderful dishes and sweetmeats. Are you up for it?
Double ones.
Oh,
Sure.
Oh,
This is where you can say something.
please no.
What do you mean no?
You really
It smells delicious.
You really trust Fae food?
I don't know anything about Fae food. I only know it smells good.
Do you
It
not
really
read,
does.
Do you not read stories?
I'm an engineer. No.
I'm not stopping you. Go for
I
it.
did. All right. Okay.
I read stories.
All right. Okay.
How much does he weigh?
Mike, he used to weigh 300 pounds. He slimmed down to 200 during fringe training.
I guess we have, that much less weight to carry in the dirigible then.
Okay. All right. All right. Mike has some eats the Fae food.
All right.
Eat or drink.
Oh, you are going to eat Fae food.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're going to ignore the warnings from Angel.
Yeah, I critically failed the spirit check.
All right. Okay. Oh, this is so good. This is amazing. Amazing food. It's like it's like someone is giving deep ralphing massages to your to the inside of your nasal passages.
Oh, this
You're
is like
having a mouthgasm.
straight from the oven.
Tongue feels like something's dancing on it. Like it's there's nutty foods and there's sweet foods and there's bitter foods, but then they're washed down by sweet wine. Oh, it's nice. You're like, yeah.
All the best beer.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Angel, Mike has eaten at least 10 pounds of food, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Oh, jeez.
He's kind of turning into a berry.
All right, I'm pulling you away.
I'm about to cue the
Oompa
you know,
Loompa song.
Loompa.
chop the
do you
Charlie
get?
food tour.
Uh-huh.
I'm
What
pulling him
Okay.
away.
when you eat a
What?
lot
Why?
of
Why?
snacks?
What is it? What is it?
Look at yourself, my guy. You are not looking good. Come on.
Yeah, I looked at. Are my hands turning blue?
No,
Purple, strawberry.
and
Is my uniform getting tight?
oh,
Yes.
yeah, you both.
You've unbuckled your pants a long
You
time
did,
ago.
Oh.
yeah. Basically, somebody during all this has opened up your shirt and unbuttoned the top of your pants.
Oh, hello there.
This is gross.
Hello.
I'm pulling you
Man,
away.
what the hell?
You know,
I've been-
Thanksgiving dinner afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
had 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
cow!
like,
You
it's
didn't
like
tell me this
Thanksgiving
was this
dinner and Christmas
fattening.
dinner rolled into one.
Hmm.
Oh my God! I haven't been this heavy in months.
It's
Oh.
Christmas. It's
Are you
Christmas.
talking
man.
about?
Happen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hold on a second. I'll leave this baccalaureate, orgy.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas in heaven. Hip 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 hip.
I am
Hooray!
so happy I'm so happy I'm recording this.
Oh nom nom nom.
Yes. Cause
Nom 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 nom.
yeah, I'm so happy.
I keep picturing the sounds that Homer Simpson would make while eating food.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm aping right now.
Oh God, I live it once. Do I have to live it twice? We're on Fringe Tube. Now we need commercials. But we need commercials. Like, have you ever felt like you have some sort of special ability? Contact us at Fringeworthy, 1-800-FRINGE.
Okay.
Well, I have pictures of my character. I don't know. I just grabbed them off the internet. So.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he hasn't like gorged himself in the first, in the first 15 minutes. Okay, this has been going on for hours and hours and hours. Okay, slowly, it's like someone's always handing him another beer to drink, and he'd probably fallen asleep a couple of times.
Not that he
covered
will.
Woken back up and someone says, oh, says just a little way from Mr. Creocyte.
Back off. I'm full.
Yeah, will he fight me when I start pulling him away?
I don't know. He's a lot heavier than he used to be. Maybe he doesn't have to fight you.
I will still try anyway.
He just can roll over and crush you to death.
All right. Why don't you make a persuasion check at a -2?
All right. Okay. Let's get that out of my dice tray.
Persuasion.
Exactly a 4. With the -2.
With the -2.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody's nattering at you, Mike.
Huh?
You've
What?
had enough.
What?
This is your
Huh?
4th pumpkin pie. You've had enough.
What?
Mike, come on, we have to go. More like I'm
Do
trying
we
to
have
get you.
to?
Yes.
But your fork is warm, and it's all been warmed up.
You can take the fork
Would
with
you like a
you
new
for all I
warm fork?
care.
Yeah.
Take the fork with you. But
There's
All right, I
a
grabbed the
couple
fork.
of beautiful ladies draped around your shoulders, feeding you food.
Oh,
He'll be a
golly.
grape.
oh jeez.
Now I know I'm on Fantasy Island.
May I offer you a
happen.
grape in these trying times?
Okay.
Oh jeez.
Oh, okay.
Watch
Back in a
this.
minute. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
So
But yes, I would love this 1 HP that I'm going to lose in a second.
all right. Well, I take the bike with the sidecar and take it back through the portal. I guess Angel wants to take the bikes back through the. No, she does. Do you want to take the bikes back through the portal? What do you want to do? Hurry up.
Hurry up,
You're not
I
going
got
back
eating to
there.
do.
You're stinking drunk right now, Mike.
Oh, well,
You're not driving. I'm just gonna sit you next to the portal. Like,
No,
don't
no,
go
I'm
anywhere.
fine. I'm fine.
right.
I'm the
I guess-
best driver here.
I guess I can lie down for a little bit. I am.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take a nap.
I'm not so drunk as I think I am, though.
I don't believe that. Take a nap.
Yeah,
I don't believe it either.
He's definitely not as drunk as he thinks he is. He's much more.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay. Mike conks out.
All right.
I'm sitting here watching the
All
bikes
right.
and waiting. So.
All right. It's and Angel, I mean, the smells and and all the things you're seeing, it's just plucking at your heart how much fun you're missing because you're now sitting there, listening to the snoring, Mike, with this
I don't
big
have
red
to listen.
face, big bloated belly,
Yeah, they went to the Fringe Fest. You can't hear them.
The battery's charged. So.
If you go to
so
the
you brought
Fringe
him back
Fest,
through
it's
the
not
portal,
charged
right?
anymore.
Yeah, I know. We're still on the world side.
All right.
I'm trying off.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, have you done anything to help Susan or an Angel get back?
I will turn on my homing. I'll turn on the homing beacon, for the off chance that they're close enough.
Okay, because there is a homing beacon there that that you guys left to help find the portal.
Yeah.
All right,
beacon.
okay. All right.
Yeah. But it's not on.
I will turn it on.
Doesn't work. Looks like somebody might have played with it.
Lovely. I guess I'm
Give me a repair check.
Repair?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who's got D10 repair is sleeping.
That's right.
Yeah.
More fun.
Yeah, let the little girl do it. Ooh.
That's right.
Wait a second. That is an 11.
Wow.
I have a D8
Nice.
in it, and I got an 8 and a 3. So.
Awesome sauce.
Sauce. That is awesome.
So 11.
11.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a couple of things have been pried loose that need to be reattached.
I guess I'm taking.
You guys have Firehouse subs in your area?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
I would recommend Florida Guys pineapple habanero hot sauce on those sandwiches. Oh my God, it's so good. That's awesome sauce.
Okay.
You said awesome sauce. It made me think of that. So
There you
All
go.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
all right.
I guess I'm.
Okay.
I have to
taking
have
Ethan.
And you
express
turn
my
it on.
randomness or I
Turn it
explode.
on. Okay, so Susan and Angel, you've been trying to figure out where exactly you need to go, and suddenly your tracker starts working.
Pull it out of my pocket.
Hell yeah.
It's the beacon. All right, change course. 180.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Woo! I'm
Roar
glad
to
I'm not
the
afraid of heights
skies.
anymore.
Fly the friendly or unfriendly skies.
Okay. All right. So you go over the border and start tracking toward the portal, which isn't terribly far inside the border, as you recall.
Yep. No.
You see this amazing collection of of gaudy tents and parapets and all kinds of stuff, and just as they say, it's a very colorful sight, smack dab in the middle of the forest.
Ugh.
This looks worse from the air.
Yeah.
I was
It took them
here.
24 hours to get there, or not as long?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was
Alright.
just
You've been-
here
you've
and it's
been-
still horrible.
Mike's been busy eating for the past 24 hours.
Somehow.
Oh, impossible.
God.
I'll tell you.
He,
All right.
he fell asleep a couple of times.
I just
But-
had 2 bowls of soup and I feel like I've eaten for 24 hours.
Me too. Yeah. Real life. Me too. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. I assume that people will make a landing zone as Dom descends.
Oh, it's called screaming and running. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
if you mean getting out of the way, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Angel, make a piloting check, just
Right.
Is it
Trying
pilot
to
or ride?
trying to figure out probably the best place to land. I mean,
And
you can see the 25-foot portal, but the dragon going through it at speed is very problematic. But you can try it. It's gonna have to tuck those wings in nice and tight right before you hit.
remember, fish are
But
friends, not
but
food.
that's not an
Fish are friends, not
advisable
food.
thing. I'm just telling you that you can do that. But might want to land somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
land. 6.
Yeah, put Tom in first gear.
Where are you gonna land?
Yeah.
Whatever looks close at this point.
What's the last thing?
Wow.
wait.
Okay. All right.
No.
Do they have grasslands or
Angel, because
sands?
Angel does go there often enough so that they should know.
Yeah.
But she goes at least once a month to IDET. And she was just
Okay.
there. So
Yeah,
wherever
that's
that
true.
landing
Just a
spot
few days
is.
ago, yeah. All right.
All right. Well, okay. So you basically come crashing down the the equivalent of Main Street. What do they call it in a carnival? The big main thing.
The Midway.
The Midway. Yeah.
Thank you. The Midway. You come crashing down the Midway, dragging digging huge gouts in the soil, and throwing dirt everywhere. People are yelling. The illusions are flickering left and right, and and the dragon stops and starts looking around because it's very hungry. It's been flying for 24 hours, and it's
A lot of food here.
Yeah, there actually is a lot of food. You want to let it?
Lizard on a stick.
Are you going to let it eat Fey food or eat Fey?
This angel is ruthless at this point, so she will let him.
They're always after me,
This
Lucky
one is
Charms.
ruthless.
All right.
This is clearly not the same girl as she was when first getting
Okay.
on this boat.
Yeah. There's
Battle hard.
Okay. It's going to start off and by reaching over and just snapping up a whole pig on a stick.
All
and
right. Yeah.
Just crunch it into its
Air
mouth
food.
and basically just break it up into bits and start swallowing it and looking around, see if anybody just starts goes over and puts a foot through a huge barrel of booze, and starts lapping it up.
Well, as long as she doesn't, as long as the dragon doesn't say, "Oh, there's a dead body, Mike."
Yeah.
I'm
He
keeping
looks
him.
juicy.
I'm keeping him clear of the portal.
She just starts tearing around, eating stuff. People are running around. Let me make a spirit check for Dom, please.
All right.
I want to see whether Dom can control himself.
Oh yeah.
Do we have stats for a dragon?
I haven't given her stats, so
I'm just using my own spirit die. That would be a 12.
Nice.
Dom will not eat things that look like people, but he's going to eat everything else. He's going to be like snacking down on all the sweetmeats and on all the big, cheese breads, sticks, and
There goes a cheese wheel.
mostly he's going to be real interested in anything that smells like meat.
Yeah.
Okay, just basically start ripping through the thing.
Jeez.
Because normally on the battlefield, she'd let him eat the dead people that he kills.
Yeah.
Good for
Yes.
ecology.
Right. Anyway.
Anyway,
First rule of Dragon Club is we don't talk about Dragon Club.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So anyways,
Talk
you
about Dragon
guys, but the other angel, by the way, definitely notices this happening.
What the fuck?
Mike, give me a bigger check.
Club. All right.
I want to see whether you wake up.
And
And-
Mike's vigor's decent.
Because Angelica has never actually seen the dragon. She's seen the
7.
rider, but not the dragon.
7. Okay. Mike, you hear something noisy.
Mm,
Does that sound like anything you're interested in?
Depends, is he still drunk?
There's a big lizard in your backyard.
Holy
Nowhere near as noisy as what
Nike.
you ran into on the fringe pads, though.
Mm.
Does it sound similar to the way the sounds that Mike was making when he was eating?
To the nth degree.
And probably similarly, you're not,
Damn, that thing's big. Am I hallucinating?
Yeah.
Am I seeing things?
yeah,
No?
it sounds like somebody is gargling, like fish cakes or something.
Trying to picture that in my head. It's not working.
Oh man.
Bits
Oh,
are
big crab
flying up in the air.
It's a food, not people.
Fish are
Okay.
friends, not food.
Fish are friends.
Okay, so I don't think Mike really comprehends what's going on.
Not really. No. He's
All right,
he's
Angel.
seeing things. Yeah. It's,
Dom has slaked his initial hunger, though he's definitely going to be wanting a couple of cows.
All right then.
So,
Lovely. So yeah.
No, if we had Dom with us, we could have cleaned up that whale pretty quick.
Yeah.
Tony.
Dom would have loved eating that whale. But anyways,
I'm still surprised we didn't find a potted petunia somewhere nearby.
I know. No, not everything is a hitchhiker's reference.
How's that?
You can't have everything. Where would you put
Yeah.
it?
All right, so
Alright.
Angel, you see your namesake, still covered with flakes of brown all over her, and because dry blood looks kind of
Yeah.
Sure.
brownish.
So, Susan will dismount. Oh, okay.
She was drenched
Yeah.
in the battle.
Alright.
She hasn't really had time to really clean herself up, so she's kind of befouled with it and all.
Probably
And
doesn't
there's
even notice it.
I'm just saying, So she looks pretty, Deja Thora right now.
Deja Thora.
Taurus.
Taurus.
Do I have to look that up?
Yes.
The Martian
It's
character?
For first Princess of Mars book,
Yeah.
Ah. Nice.
Deja
where
Thora.
they basically
Deja
wear
Thora.
nothing and
Ish,
they have to
okay.
cover up a little bit of that just to put on the cover.
I'm gonna have to check this series out. That sounds awesome.
It's
These are all headshots.
well, you could just have her standing just behind John and just enough so the important the naughty bits are covered up by his shoulder or something.
Oh,
There
Yeah.
could be a vase that she happens to be leaning on. I'm just saying, there's ways of doing it. They've been doing it in Hollywood, and for 100 years.
yeah.
All right, so there she is, and apparently Dom is decimating the food court of the Fey Bazaar that's here.
It's
Right.
funny. None of these pictures have her spattered in blood, but okay.
Do you have anything to say? To talk to yourself. I mean, do you have anything to say to Angel?
Ah. I'm
There's a picture here
intimidated.
titled
Hi.
Deja Thora's with more clothes
Yeah.
on than you would
Hello.
expect.
And Susan, do you have any reaction to any of this? Did we lose Mike?
He's talking to.
Oh,
Oh.
He's on the phone, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, so you guys, you can kind of grab up Mike and
Yeah.
dump him into the.
Well, not really, because he's the one that rides.
Yeah. Oh no. Or we could just say fuck it, leave one bike here, and then
You can keep Susan on the back of the dragon. She's been riding with you now
Yeah.
for 24 hours.
yeah. Now we have 2 bikes.
Yeah, you have to you leave one, just leave one on the platform.
I'm sure the
Yeah.
ASA will take care of it.
Eventually somebody will get it. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it on the platform.
Leave
I'll-
Susan's
I'll-
bike.
I'm gonna take the one that we brought. Not the one with the sidecar. The one that we brought out
How are
into
you
the
gonna keep
portal
them on there?
first. Huh?
What are you gonna do with Mike?
Put him in the sidecar.
Okay, that means that you're gonna have to drive the sidecar and leave yours behind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then you might want to take the time to maybe combine
Fuel.
fuel, whatever, because you can stop on the way at places and get more fuel. I mean, there was actually quite a few people in the negative direction that you could stop at and stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm assuming you're going to fly back with the dragon probably leading the way.
Yeah.
Yep,
They're
sounds
gonna
good.
go ahead and go. They're gonna go ahead. They're gonna go and go ahead.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. So like I said, it's still going to take quite a while. All right. So let's you guys are still getting the airship checked out. They've finished constructing the airship. Now it's a matter of just applying stuff and getting you guys checked on how it works. What is your preferred means of propulsion on the airship?
Oh, well, we knew we were having difficulty with combustion engines. So is there some way that we could do? I guess there'd be no way to compress air, though.
They were suggesting you use like JATO units.
Well, either that or make maybe
small rockets in an array and just touch them off as you need them.
Okay. What about like some sort of pedal-driven
Oh,
propellers?
you want to pedal it? Oh, you can do that.
We can do both.
You can have like a big propeller sticking out the back, and you guys could be like in the ironclads,
Yeah.
in Civil War, and just
Start crank it.
probably pulling a like a rowing kind of thing.
Well, yeah, we could do that and have the JTOs just for like quick escape if we need
Oh,
to.
okay, all right.
Let's do both. Let's have
Yeah, because they
they
painted the spider silk, with a fire resistant paint to
Okay.
to help prevent issues along those lines.
Okay. And the gondola portion of it is like a large boat, I'm guessing, in shape, like a wide canoe or something like that.
Well, you can, if you want to, just be inside the thing. Just put all the helium in like bladders.
Oh, so it'd just be like a big Tylenol capsule flying along.
Yeah, I mean, in most of those lighter than air craft, they don't have like some giant balloon filled with hydrogen. Okay, they actually have them in smaller bladder containers.
Okay.
So
that's
why when you see it burning, it basically works its way down because it doesn't just go boom, which it could have.
Well, we need some way to see where we're going, so we'll need something off the bottom.
Well, you can. They suggest maybe using some fiber optics to like a fiber optic camera on the front or on the bottom, and just taking it to like a kind of a camera obscure view screen inside?
We're not sure if we can generate power other than hand crank materials.
You don't need it. Fiber optic works just with ambient light.
Oh, that's the other problem, is that it's pitch black out there too.
Well, then you're going to have to use some kind of light. I mean, the question is that what do you want to do? You want to get there and charge up, run some kind of charge it up.
Do you have a large scale hand generated generator? Friction generated generator?
Or like they were mentioning before, like maybe just put some big calcium carbide lamps on the front and on the bottom of it.
Okay.
And just operate that way.
All right. Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, it's not going to be the kind of light you want, but it certainly would be,
something. Yeah.
And you could always put somebody actually down right on the very bottom of it and act as a spotter. Basically tell your people that are up there cranking it inside of it that and you could have it slaved into like a little tiny gondola, more like one of those slings that they stay in when they're climbing up the side of mountains.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking like a little bulb that sticks off the bottom that somebody could be in with a window or something to be able to see out.
Like one of those machine gun blisters on the back of the bombers.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to do that, it's just heavier than some of the alternatives. That's all.
Well, you could just make it into the spider silk. It could still be part of the structure, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure. I mean, just write down your ideas, dude. I mean, that's part of what you had to do. They said we'll do it, but you had to design it and send it to them. So
I had homework. I didn't realize.
Remember, you got basically 2 tons. And it sounds like if you're going to build this thing with whatever, that's going to probably be another 500 pounds, and so you got like 1,500 pounds of lift left.
Well, let's see.
Unless you want it longer than 100 feet, in which case, it's as long as you want it to be. It's just, it's the maximum you can possibly do is kind of like 700 feet, because it'd have to be less than that because you have to get it through the portal. So I'm saying is that I would say that
you can fold it, right?
600 feet would probably be the maximum. You want to fold the dirigible?
Well, I mean, you can fold the individual bags. You said it's made of a lot of bags.
Right, but I mean, it is a dirigible shape. It's 25 feet wide and as long as, and they're going to be putting a propeller on the back of it, which is slaved into some mechanical arrangement with you guys pumping on it. So you guys are going to need to be near the center of gravity.
I think the problem with folding is that you don't really have time when you get to the world to unfold it, which is sort of why we have to use it in the first place, because we can't really do anything when we get to the world.
You're going to have to inflate this on the fringe, on the portal, on the platform, and then run it through the portal onto the world. That's why I was suggesting things that are passive and don't require electricity, and things that are purely mechanical in nature.
Fair enough.
All right. So you're busy doing all that. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to just go ahead and write down all the cool stuff you want to put on it. You can add it in the chat. We'll get back to you, Ronan. So, you basically find yourself falling asleep in the warmth, and you are tired.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say,
how
like,
you ran.
am I ever going to be able to do anything tonight, or you?
Yeah, you're not sure how you were able to run over 20 miles at 20 to 30 miles an hour, but you still had to do it. So, you're kind of tired, and you're suffering quite a bit from these bouts of nausea you keep having, but so, and you do have this very nice warm person pressing up against you. So
Be like, sorry, ma'am, if something pokes you.
she's the small spoon on the big spoon, so she's behind you. So
That's what I'm saying.
you're not she's not poking you with anything, and you're not poking her with anything. Okay. Well,
Bruce,
all right.
that's a boner joke.
I got it. It was a boner joke. I'm saying she doesn't have one. So
I am saying that.
okay, I thought you were making like you were making like a Filipino boner joke. Don't send me any, don't send any of the pretty girls dick pics, as they might send you one back.
No. Many times, in real life, when I was dating, I heard this in the darkness. What is that? What's that poking me? So that's the joke I was trying to make.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
fine.
sorry, I brought a banana in the bed.
My answer is always a good time.
Okay, but anyway, failed joke aside.
It's okay. It's just a little confusing. Okay, fine. So after a while, you wake up. Okay, it's still dark. Of course, there is some light in the room. Seems to be coming from something glowing. It's like a light source that seems to be like a rock that seems to be or a glass globe that seems to be glowing inside. And it's glowing blue. So, anyways, and so she says, "Oh," says you back with the living.
Yeah,
Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go visit mom?
I guess.
Great. Okay. Uh, we're gonna put you in some regular clothes if you don't mind. Because we have to sneak in.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay, and she some people I know have been passing the word to her that we're going to come visit, because it's since I'm bringing you, we're going to have to do it sneaky. Normally I just go over and go on into the fortress and visit her, but you with me, it brings a lot of questions.
All right.
And the wizard's real special about people coming to visit him.
I see.
Okay, so anyways, she says, all right. She gets up and she puts on an outfit that looks very attractive, form-fitting, little revealing. Her hair is she basically brushes her hair and puts it up into a nice bun, and she goes and puts her head out the door and says, okay, he's awake, get him set up. And and a couple of guys comes in, looks at you, and starts with a bunch of clothes, sits down and starts trying clothes on you. Yeah.
Okay. And he does the whole.
Yeah, you're probably considerably like you got a lot more fat on you than these people seem to have. They all seem to be kind of skinny.
How? Well, I made myself 186 when I actually was 186. I've lost 40 pounds since then.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I am a little bit chubby compared to these other people.
Yeah. So anyways, so The length doesn't the length of the pants doesn't seem to be too much of a problem, but yeah, they have a real problem when it comes to the upper body. So they have to quickly. Woman goes in and they go and they cut it up the back of the shirt, and they put in a layer of cloth to basically give you enough space for your girth, and then they put like a vest over top of it, and kind of looks like an ugly Christmas sweater. Okay.
Like,
Over top of it, to hide, to hide the wheat, the repair or the adjustment, and but your arms are still sticking out of it with the sleeves, and they roll them up a little bit, and they put some bangles on them to make it look festive, and you end up looking like like you're going to a Greek wedding.
and if someone came in and said, let's just say like someone dressing me says, "Don we now our gay apparel," and I respond, "Can't get any gayer than this."
Toga.
Well, of
What
course,
the hell?
your joke is in their language is that I feel like a homosexual.
Well, we can bring you one if you really want one.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell is that a
And the
blimp?
guy says back that was the effect they were
Yes,
looking
flip it
for.
over, flip it sideways, because my camera took it that way for some reason.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyways, so she says like I said, she finishes up. She looks great. Okay, you kind of look like like I said, like her ugly brother. Her clothing
But
is
you look great, and I look like.
her clothing is much
Do
nicer.
they have the word shit?
Shit? Yeah.
Okay, that's like you look splendid, my dear. Meanwhile, I look like shit.
He says you better be quiet. He says that's you're wearing a lot of wealth on you right now.
Must be a cultural thing.
It is definitely
Ah.
I mean, most people. He says most people outside don't have more than one set of clothes to wear. One reason they would never be invited over at the fortress. Okay, but I happen, we're kind of well-to-do because of my mom. Because
Right.
he says because she's one of the concubines of the wizard.
Ah, I see.
And
Are you ready?
yeah, but no one knows I'm the wizard's daughter.
You must be the wizard.
Wizards, give me a headache.
They smuggled me out.
Ah.
Because otherwise, I would be the next generation of the wizard's concubines.
Well,
My mother is very beautiful, and therefore, they would have expected me to grow up beautiful. And
I see where you get your beauty from.
I thought she was kind of butch.
She's very muscular, but otherwise, she's actually attractive. Yes.
Annika mode.
I mean, Rhea Ripley is muscular.
She's rather sporty.
Yeah. Now, what she doesn't have is great teeth. Her teeth are irregular.
English.
Yeah. Yeah. She's more pretty when she keeps her mouth shut, which a lot of guys would say anyways.
Wow, you went there, Bruce.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Kaitlin, you can
He's
slap.
retired. He doesn't care.
All right. So anyway, so she says she grabs your hand. All right, you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
So let's go.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
She goes over. She basically pulls a pistol out of her pack and hides it in a holster under her skirt.
Oh, I didn't know you were packing.
Always.
I am actually impressed that you do.
He says, and I have this too, which is this really impressive looking knife.
Ooh. I also open my coat and go, and I reveal my Desert Eagle, and it goes, I also carry.
Oh,
Maybe not. But I just don't hide it under a skirt because
because you're not wearing one.
Could fix
Yeah.
that.
Jason.
What?
Unless you're riffing off of my Greek wedding where guys actually do wear skirts.
Wear skirts, yeah.
There you go.
And little pom-pom shoes.
Wait, do they really?
Yeah, and you're
Yes.
definitely wearing the pom-pom shoes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hooray.
I don't know anything about Greek stuff other than
Yeah,
the history.
Jason will find a fun picture to post. All right, so you guys get out and you start walking along, okay? And you're basically circling the your you would be circling the inside, you know, and seeing everything. Except she basically goes and takes you. Well, okay, yeah, you circle the inside. You see like I said, all kinds of people, and they're engaging in all kinds of activities that are like what you'd expect peasants to do, you know, in a medieval society. Okay, the whole inside of this big glowing blue, 50-foot tall metal wall, okay, is all growing area. Okay, there's lots and lots of rain barrels, by the way. And there's all kinds of plants, and the plants seem to be in gradations. Out near the, you know, as closest to you guys seems to be like a layer that's all mushrooms, and it smells wonderful, by the way. Those mushrooms grow really well in what?
The dark.
Well, it's kind of, like I said, it's very twilighty here. That big giant, you know, irregularly shaped crystal that's in the center, being, you know, hanging from these big these cables. Okay, it lights up really well in the center, but as you get further away, the light gets dimmer and dimmer until finally, at the outer wall, basically, you know, nothing is growing that really needs light. Very shade tolerant plants are growing out near you. So
Ferns.
I don't know. Do you have any skill in biology, in science?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, so
Wait, I have
You
knowledge in
literally
both.
do.
Wait, that's what I was just about to say. Hold on. I have a knowledge botany.
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 Yeah, you know, the Botany Bay where
right,
Han was.
right.
Sure.
So go
It's a form
go
of
ahead and
biology.
go ahead and give me a knowledge check.
9.
Wow, that's a really good roll. Okay, so you're able to recognize some of the plants.
And I point out which ones I know just to impress her.
Oh, she says, yeah, that's right, that's right. The ones that are closest, basically directly underneath the big glowy light. Okay, those are the ones that just are just sun-loving plants. Okay, and then the further out you go, the more shade tolerant it gets. Okay, it's kind of obvious to you that with this kind of setup, there's never any sunshine. This is a setup for a world in which light never shine. That light is never natural.
So, do you use artificial light to make these plants grow?
Well, you see this giant crystal thing that's glowing, providing the light. Are you?
Oh.
So, do you consider that to be artificial?
I suppose it's just where I'm from. They not only need the light, but don't plants also need like the warmth of the sun? Or am I stupid?
No.
Oh.
They need a plants have to have a certain amount of warmth in order to germinate and do stuff. Okay,
Oh.
and by the way, I mean, it's still very foggy here. Okay, and the temperature is it's colder. It's considerably colder than it was when you first started your little run. Okay, but it's but it's still, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 degrees. So it's like a fall day, okay, or an early spring right now, as far as the temperature is concerned. Okay. She goes, so she interpreting your statement, okay, she says, no, that's not artificial. That's the light of life, one of the 6 pieces.
I'm not pretending I know what she means.
Do you have any questions? This is your opportunity to ask questions about things. Okay. Do you have any interest in the 6 pieces of the light of life?
I will ask, where did this big old one second. Where did this big old crystal come from?
Oh, it was a gift from the creator. But he says it was originally in one piece, but then it shattered into 6 pieces, and the darkness supposedly fell, and all we have are these pieces. Each wizard has a piece, and
what would happen if you were to reunite all these pieces?
Some people think that there would be light all over the world, and we wouldn't be in the dark anymore. But that's got to be a foolish story. We're in the dark because we're bad people, just like you.
I don't think people are naturally bad. It just depends on what you do, how you're raised.
Everybody here's done something bad, so
as long as you're not from England, you're a good person.
That's why we're in the dark.
Well, that to me sounds like it's a case of being punished. Being punished for your. It sounds like you're being punished for your ancestors' sins.
Well, maybe, but all I know is I've never known anybody to have ever left the dark.
That you know of.
And go and left the dark and go into the light.
That you know of.
That's right. I've never known anybody who's left the dark and gone into the light.
Maybe someone did. You just didn't know it. That's all I'm suggesting.
Well, I hope I never meet anybody like that, because that means they escaped this horrible place and are living the good life.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I just said if I saw them again, that means that they would have done something bad and came back and had to come back into the dark.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody.
I misunderstood your last statement. Bruce.
All right.
I'm saying that as me.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, all right. So we're over there. That's the tunnel to the fortress.
Oh, well, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do all the talking.
Got it.
All right. So they get over there, and there's these guards. So these guys are like wearing armor, and they've got these big glowy, massive weapons, and one of them has this kind of this like metal. It's like he's inside of a shopping cart. He's got this metal framework around him. Okay, and she says, "That's a flying frame." Okay, and it's all glowing blue. Okay, and so they got the goggles on that are glowing blue. She's also, by the way, wearing her goggles. Okay, and which it's basically a mask that covers her face. Okay.
Is it like? Is it like? Is this like one of those parties where they have masks? Like everyone, like in the ye olden days, like gunpowder.
Most people don't have masks on here. They are this is a medieval society. They're not having a party. Most people are trying to eke out a survival.
Ah,
And you notice they're all skinny. You haven't seen anybody fat. So, anyways, so he comes with the guards, and she curtsies, and he says, I'm here to clean, the I and my brother are here to clean the statues, in the reflecting garden. They look at her. And you hear this voice say, rumble. He says, how do I know you're not a spy, of one of the other wizards? And she says, I'm wearing, a mask. I'm wearing one of our wizards, things. He gifted it to me. I worked very hard for it. He says,
I brought tacos.
They look at her and they say, all right then. It seems kind of a token objection, like
he's just gotta say it.
Like they're not terribly worried about spies and things like that, but
Sounds good.
they have to make an effort. But at the same time, both you and her get some strong scrutiny. Okay.
Somewhat. What?
And anyways, and so they let you through, and you go, and you literally go down this long, this underground basically, and then you come up, and you are in fact in this this area that has all these pools in it. Okay, and even and there's all these this statuary, this glowing blue, and making all kinds of interesting lights and stuff like that. And one place actually has something. It's actually glowing, and you feel this radiant heat coming off of it. It's like really hot, and it's actually producing light because it's so hot.
Wow.
Okay, and it's
Like
just
white
right
light?
there. It's got this like blue, this blue post coming from the ground up to it, and then it's flaring out. And so there actually is there is a kind of an orangish light coming from it, out in the area. She leads you off over to the side, and she takes her gun out, and she goes and she fires at at one of the windows that are on the side of this big, ugly tower. That's part of it, outside of, and a little flame starts. Something's burning. Okay, and the windows, get pulled open. Okay, and somebody looks out. Okay, give me a perception check at a -2, Cole.
Perception. Stupid. That would be D6. Okay. Gotta roll again, because that explodes. 7.
7. Okay. It's too bad you don't roll 8s, dude. Would you do roll 1?
I rolled a 6, and then I had to roll again. That was a 3, so -2 is 7.
You're right. Okay, you're perfectly right. Okay, well, you see this woman's face, and you think there might be a that she looks kind of like Cathora here. That's her name, the woman you've been with, by the way.
Ah.
You never asked, but I put it into the journal, so I thought I would tell you.
Oh. What's her name?
Cathora.
Cathora. Oh, okay.
Good old Cathora.
So yeah, I go, what the hell are you doing shooting in a place like this? First?
Yes, and she says,
For 8.
says,
3 for 12.
if we're going to get into the fortress, we can't go the regular way. Otherwise, you'd be captured. Is that what you want?
No, but I also don't want to draw attention to ourselves by just.
No, it's just a little fire. Don't worry. I had the pistol set on low.
Okay. Just.
Anyway, but you think that maybe the face of the woman who looked out might actually, look like she might be related to Cathora.
Okay.
And then about a couple, half a minute later, suddenly something just uncoils from the window and falls down with a slap on the ground, and looks like it's a rope with places to like knots in it, so you could climb the rope. Are you with me, Cole?
Sorry, so repeat that last part.
A coil of rope is thrown out the window and lands next to you guys. It's one of those knotted ropes, so you can get your feet around it, and push up and go.
Go, ladies first.
Okay, Cat goes over to the rope, okay, and she puts her weight on it, okay, and stretches it out a bit, okay, and then she leaps up as hard as she can, okay, and then she starts doing a hand over hand up the rope.
And I follow her.
Are you going to do the same thing?
Yeah, I'm going to follow her, especially if it means getting a peek up her skirt. I'm kidding.
Now tell me how you're going to climb this rope.
I'm going to climb it, not just the way you normally would.
Well, normally you'd probably wrap your legs around it and push yourself up and pull down and push up and pull down.
Right.
That's how most people do ropes. She's climbing it up like a monkey. Like she's not even touching it with her feet. Actually, she is. Every so often she's putting her feet together and jumping from one of those knots. It's like, she's literally putting her feet together and pushing off from that. It looks very strange to you.
What the hell have I got myself into, I think.
Yeah. So are you going to climb up?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
all right. So you start climbing up. Give me a climb check.
Let me climb. Oh. Let's see. And that would be a 4.
Nice.
Okay, so you're basically laboriously climbing this rope.
Right.
All right, and it takes you quite a while because you got to go up about at least a good 50 feet, probably closer to 70 feet, and at which point you every so often, Cat sticks her head out, looks at you, says, "Hurry up." You finally get up there, and a woman who looks an awful lot like Cat, except older. She and Cat pull you in through the window, pull the rope in, shut the window.
You must be her mother. I believe.
Mom.
She says, she said, and it says, and you must be the young man that my daughter wanted me to meet. She goes,
Well,
she
Mom,
says,
we're gonna get married. Oh,
she looks at you and she says, well, what's your trade? What's how are you going to support my daughter in the and she laughs and she kind of giggles into the life she's become accustomed to.
I'm a gigolo.
just a gigolo. Everywhere I go.
Do they have a word for pilot?
Yes,
What?
yes,
Oh, I am a pilot.
really. You fly airships? That's a very. She looks at you.
They have a
Says
word for helicopter.
she looks. No, they don't. She looks at you and she says, "Oh dear." She says, "You do work for the Blue Wizard, right?"
As far as I know, I don't work for any wizard. I am new to your world.
She looks at her daughter. She says, "Daughter," says, have you gotten engaged to a crazy person?" And Kathora laughs and she says, "Well, I can see why you might think so, but the truth of the matter is, they're from the Wizard's Tower." And she's like, "Oh no!" She says, "You're getting married to someone with a sentence of death on them?" Shh, Mom. Shh. Why do you think we just couldn't come in the regular way? Couldn't take a chance of him being recognized.
Dum dum dum.
Says it wouldn't do to have him get put to death
Yeah, I would not like
the
that.
first time he comes to meet you. She looks at her, she says, "Okay, daughter." Says, you have a mischievous streak, but this is crazy talk here. What's actually going on? Stop making fun of your mother and tell me what's really going on. She says, "I'll let him explain it."
Well, I came through this portal. Do they have a word for portal?
Sure. I mean,
I-
probably
What do you
not
mean? What, it just mean
probably not the way
door? Or?
shit, but like, doorway,
Well, I came in through this very mysterious portal and got separated from my group of friends, and then I met your daughter here, who saved me from apparently people that she called the Green Wizards. Or wait, what did she say? Green Wizards or Blue Wizard?
green.
When she was like a shh, you alert the guards.
Oh yeah, well, I'm surprised you didn't run into the Blue Wizards guards too, and
No,
the
Bruce,
yellow.
I'm asking. No, Bruce. I'm asking you. What did she say that the Blue Wizards or was it the Green Wizards?
Green.
Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Okay, yeah. The Green Wizard. She said they would have eaten you.
That's what she told me, and I would. Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay, so my daughter somehow snatched you away from the combined guards of half a dozen wizards. Is that what you're telling me?
More like she prevented me from running into them.
Where exactly was this portal? I mean, from what I heard is that there there was a whole bunch of strangers up on top of the Wizard's Tower.
That's
Is that
where it
not
was.
true? What?
That's where it was.
So your so-called portal, your passageway, was on the top of the Wizard's Tower, which is, of course, why you have a sentence of death on you.
Yeah,
So-
I fell for a while, but for some reason was not hurt. And then I met your daughter.
Well,
Like literally, she came out
she
and
she says, yeah, well, nobody dies of falling. Uh,
where I come
Nobody does it
from,
for
you
me.
do. Where I come from, a fall can kill you.
well, I mean, if you like pile drive your head straight down, but
Well,
she doesn't says well, anyway, so she grabbed you and led you back to the enclave, right?
right.
Right, and then she sent a message to me, and then you guys came over, and now you're here, right?
Right.
Okay, so again, what are your intentions with my daughter then?
My intentions was
If
to
you
get
don't,
back.
if you don't have any alliance with any of the wizards, then how do you expect to take care of her?
Do they have money?
Uh, their things are done mostly through barter,
Oh,
but
well,
yes, I mean everybody needs something. Okay, so
okay. Well,
now the
uh,
most valuable things, of course, are wizard objects,
well,
like my daughter's mask.
well, I don't recall agreeing to being married to her. I'm just trying to get back to where I came from, and I just been following her because she knows this place. I mean, she knows this land more than I do.
Um,
Like, we're basically on a quest to get me home.
oh, really? She looks at.
Yes.
She looks. She says, "I." So this, you're not engaged to this guy? And she says, "Well, no, I'm not. However, I thought that maybe if you could introduce him to the Blue Wizard, then maybe he wouldn't get put to death, and it might be good for everybody because he's been telling me all kinds of crazy tales about where he's from, and he doesn't. And I think that he might have come from the light, and he keeps insisting that he can go back, and maybe he's found a loophole." She makes this gesture saying, she says, "Don't say that." She says, "That would be against the will of the creator." He says, "We're in the dark because we're supposed to be in the dark, because we've earned our place in the dark. We can't go to the light. This one man, if he's come from the light to the dark, he's
What did you do to earn your
he
place
can't go
here?
back." Oh, honey, look around you. Isn't this a nice room? It's a
Is
very
she
nice
talking to me?
nice brocaded, cloth. There's a nice bed. There's the scent of incense in the air. You can see jewelry laid out on a table. You know, the it's there are candles softly glowing, in this chamber.
Well,
Isn't
yes,
this
it's a very nice place.
it's
But
most
my but my
yeah.
companions who I got separated from, um, I bring life and joy to that group, whether they're laughing at me or with me.
Okay. She says, what is your name?
Ronan, how do you pronounce it? Ronan Bryant?
It's your character.
Byrne.
Byrne.
Ronan Byrne.
Ronan Byrne.
So you are of the House of Byrne?
Manners.
That's just my last name. That's
Right.
just what my mother called me. So
Well, if you have a last name, it's from the house that you are of.
Well, I come from a land that doesn't have houses. It's just family.
And
Well,
and and what color wizard, you know, does does your family serve?
We don't serve a wizard. We just there aren't really a lot of wizards where I'm from. It's just uh we're from a do you know what a state is or a government?
I mean, no, I mean we have a wizard. He's our government.
Well, we have this a little corrupt, but we have this state called I'm from what's called the United States of America.
America.
Okay. Oh, she doesn't like.
What's your
She just shakes her head, saying, "Okay, all right." Her daughter goes, "Mom, it doesn't matter. Okay, the point is that he, you know, he's got stuff. He brought stuff with him, stuff that I've never seen before. Stuff, he was taught. I think that that what he brought could is really really valuable, and the best play and if we go and if I turn it over to somebody, they're just going to get the benefit of it. Okay, but you, Mom, he says, if we turn it over to you, then the wizard, he'll be interested in it, and he'll want to know where the persons are who have this stuff, and then you can introduce Ronan here, and then Ronan, can hopefully say something more coherent, and maybe get himself a really, maybe gain the favor of the wizard, and that would, make it better for you and better for me and better for our friends. Did you see? So anyway,
And it's like and when he says I have things or whatever,
something like the prize heifer, at the state fair.
and when Cathora will say like he has things, I pull up my flashlight and I just go something. Yeah, I got things like this. No magic, just Do they have a word for electricity?
They do not.
Oh.
And by the way, you've never shown this flashlight off before.
I've never shown her that?
You've never used it up till
I
now.
thought he did. But...
Nope. Never used it ever since he came down.
Well, I go like, see?
Oh, she's like, oh, he's got a piece of the light of life.
We just call it what's the word?
She's apparently amazed that you have something that can produce that pure white light.
I just call it's a device from where I'm from. It's just a tool. It's nothing magical.
She says, you have more of these?
Oh yeah, where I'm from.
No, I mean, but
no, I only have one.
In the dark.
I only keep one with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
but I also
she says, and do your friends have more of these?
Well, yes. I also and since I got a book of matches, there's also another way we can see light. And I strike a match. And after a minute,
well, they have flames, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
he's in league with Lucifer.
Yeah, she's got lit candles in her room.
Oh, well, I guess. Well, then, I also, do they understand like north, south, east, west?
No.
I was going to pull out my compass, but if they don't understand that.
No, you can pull your compass out and it's not going to show you any. It's just going to be there. Do
they have like, tower words and anti-tower words or something instead of north and south?
Are you going to ask her?
I'm not there.
No, I'm talking to Ronan.
I was just asking since I did the, the stuff
Let me
with the
see which one of you
languages on the
knows.
world. But
Let me see which one of you knows what I'm talking about. I pull out this compass and I go, normally, this thing, which we call a compass, it points to a certain point of the world. It points to, on a map, what you would describe as up. But this one points to what you want most. Jason gets it.
I get it. She says, well, then it should point toward the wizard's tower because you want to get out through it, right? You want to get back to your passageway?
Yes, I would like to.
He says, does it point there?
Does it?
No.
Is that where north is?
Just floating around. It's just as you move
Okay,
it basically moves with it. It doesn't track back like it would, like a compass is supposed to go.
Ah. Well, apparently mine is not functioning.
Okay.
also
Anyway, she says, all right, well, sit down and I'm going to ask you some questions. All right. And anyways, she's just, and she goes over and she pulls out a slate and picks up a piece of chalk and she starts asking you questions and writing something down, the answers.
You should give her a notebook and a ballpoint pen.
I mean, nice if she had that, but they don't.
She
have
can't because Penway isn't here.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, so they basically she keeps you there in her room, though she has to hide you a couple of times, and she has a little secret alcove that she has, and just big enough for a person to hide. That you and Cathora have to squeeze into, and which I'm sure is great for you, but it's very tight. Yeah. And
what is she asking?
What?
What is she asking me?
She's asking you about everything. She's asking you about your clothing. She's asking you about your. Well, she's going to first start asking you about weapons. She's going to ask you what you know about wizards. She's going to ask you about how do you he says, do you use the light of life to grow crops like everybody else does? She'll ask you all kinds of questions. She says,
we call it the sun.
So you have a big chunk of the light of the life, and you call it sun. They don't actually have a word for sun.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no word for sun.
Where I'm from, do they know what space is?
Space
like
as
outer space.
No.
Oh.
It's the final frontier.
Ah. Yeah, I mean, JFK actually did want to go to Mars originally. They're like, Mr. President. So I explained that in the best way I can. Well, where I'm from, there's this distant ball of light in the sky, and it warms everything during the day, and then it goes away during the night.
What's day?
Oh, it's where the light
They don't
lights up
they don't have a
everywhere.
word for day and night. Okay.
Oh, during a certain period of the day, it will this ball of light will be out, and it will light up everything in its path, and then it goes away at around 8, around 7, or well, later in the day. It goes away and everything goes dark. With the exception of this bright light, not as bright as the other one, but It shines upon us so we're not bumping into stuff in the night.
So every so often, your light of life disappears and then it's dark.
And then it comes back.
And then it reappears and it's light again, and you call that time day.
Yes.
And
It's
when
a cycle.
dark, you call that night.
Yes. Do they know what cycle is?
I mean, yeah, like, being born, living, dying. Yeah, they understand that perfectly well.
Okay. It's
All right.
basically
He's basically going to ask you to just say, look, I don't think, says what you're saying is very confusing. I think you're going to need to make it more personalized. Why don't you just tell me your life story? And she's just going to say, we're going to sit down here and you just tell me your life story, and I'll just take some notes over here. And are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll
you can tell
full
you can tell her your life story and the story of all your adventures. This is going to take the next day, okay? Except that
with the occasional me staring at the wall as I remember some of the not so good parts of my life.
Okay.
Just
When I was born, I was very young.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you guys.
Dark.
Okay. So all right. So what happens is that okay. So what happens is you guys basically finally all come together with your trip, and with the dirigible and everything. And how much time did you have left when you left to go and do all this?
You are talking to.
I'm talking to the rest of the teams. When you when you left to go and get the dragon and
balloon.
and the balloon, how much time was left in the 46-hour cycle?
I thought we were like 6 hours from the end. Maybe
You said something about.
But no, because then
I think
we rested.
there were
We actually
about, I
went through a whole
remember thinking
cycle.
there's about 12 hours left. I remember thinking that.
Yeah, that's.
I thought it was less, but we had to wait to get around to the next cycle for some reason.
Right. Okay. All right. So. All right. So basically, you guys come back and it's already the portal's not working because it's already cycled into the quiescent period or whatever like that. Okay. And then finally, after 46 hours, the
Portal.
the portal opens back up again after another 46 hours, and you're got all your stuff there and you're ready to go.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Okay.
Right.
How many people can fit are we going in the dirigible? Are we going riding the dragon? How many can your dirigible fit, Jason? This is Susan talking. All right, let's get on.
So have we met up so I can see the others with the dragon again?
You can see everybody. You're all together.
So
we
get the dirigible back to the main platform. They're all gone.
Well,
we're all together.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take all this to you to get everything done on the dirigible you wanted to get done. So I'm saying is that either you get back early or late after they get there, but you have to wait until the cycle the portal opens back up again.
Right.
So at that point, you will both be there.
Well, okay. All right. Very good.
I look at the dragon and I look at Angel. Are you okay? Is there enough magic here for you to be with the dragon and be okay?
Is there, Bruce? Enough magic?
You don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Definitely. I mean, it's you spent most of your time in the last 24 hours actually getting there. I mean, getting to the portal to come off the world, R2's world. The travel time actually through the whatever was like around maybe 10 hours at the most.
Okay.
So we've been out of a magical world for about 10 hours.
Yeah. So
Okay.
far you've learned that you get about a day grace, and you if you needed to, you could have stopped at various magical places along the way to kind of like recover a bit. But we don't know, when you're traveling the plaza, we haven't established if there's any places along there where magic works. Okay, so you were kind of in a hurry to get back here, but you suspect that magic might work, what with all this talk about wizards and such.
Yeah.
Well, also, didn't she lose contact with Dom mentally, psychically, when they were in a non-magic plane?
That's true.
But
That's how we were able to learn that
fast did
certain
they?
ones were. We know on the
Did-
negative side, but not the positive side, which ones were.
Didn't they lose contact pretty fast, though? I mean, not like waiting 48 hours for it.
Yeah, no.
Immediately.
When she went through the portal to a non-magical alternate, it shut down.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, Susan's bracers should ramp up quickly, but ramp off quickly too, because they're a lot smaller than a dragon.
Isn't it always the
Her-
same
the
length
magic-
of
the magic
time? Or
bracer.
For magical bracers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying is that if you're someplace where magic works, okay, then your magical bracers work. Okay. If you go
Okay.
someplace where magic doesn't work, your bracers don't work at all.
Okay,
and
so
it doesn't have
it's
that
like turning. It's like a switch.
time limit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. No,
I go with that.
there's no ramp off. It's just
All right. Okay, very good.
The dragon sickens, however, when he's not in a magic rich area.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Will the dirigible fit through the portal, or we have to blow it up when we get there?
No, it fits through. It's 25 feet wide.
Okay, cool.
It's designed to fit through the portal. Okay. You don't. And you're carrying a lot of canisters of helium for it.
Sure.
So, I mean, if you want to somehow try to get off the portal, I mean, off this tower and do it on the ground, you can, but it kind of defeats the whole reason why you did this. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Does Mike's extra weight go away when he leaves, or is he gonna have to lose it?
There's two ways Mike can lose the weight. Okay.
All right.
Working out.
I mean, he can get rid of it right away by purging. Okay. Or he can
Ozempic.
he can wait until it goes through, but then he will have gained a few pounds.
Okay. All right. Well,
So most of it is not actually the food value then, it's just the mass.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically stuffed he's been stuffed literally with food.
a man versus food mode.
Yeah, he's.
All right. Okay. I'll just have
I mean,
to be.
People
I'll
have
have to diet.
people have used this as a method of killing people. You know, just stuffing. Basically just feeding them until they rupture inside. Put
All right.
funnels down their mouths and pouring oatmeal and stuff until they finally just die from it or whatever.
Yikes.
I think they poured wine in some guy's stomach until it burst.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then there was the whole Mentos thing.
All right. Okay. All right. Kaitlin posts as soon as the portal turns on, Petrova just heads through. Oh, fun.
Yeah, this better be damn life or death. I left my position on the front lines for this shit.
All right, into the dirigible. Zoom.
Hold on. We got
We're
things
holding
to
on. Okay, very good.
We have to wait, first of all, for it to reactivate.
All right. Well, as soon as it does, Angel goes through.
It's 40 some hours.
I thought that's right.
I thought the 48-hour cycle started after we got
No, it's on its own. Well, there's two cycles. There's the stuff for the magic wearing off, and then there's the portal itself. It's a problem portal that
46
goes on
hours,
and
7
off.
minutes,
Yeah.
22 seconds.
Yeah.
We showed
So-
up after it had started, so we've got to.
Yeah. So Angel, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to the closest place that you know of that Dom can live, and just stay there, and then come back. When so you arrive at D-Day. When the portal opens up.
So there's no magic here?
At the moment? No, probably not. Because the portal will close.
Dragon Earth is on -1.
This is positive. So when you guys went, and I think when you guys went to the you went to the Pleistocene the hunting lodge. I believe it worked there too, right?
Right.
Because I should have
+6 was
they
that.
should all be marked on the map.
+6 was the one with the aliens. I've got +6 being aliens, the scrub planet where Anna's from.
Susan.
Or Susan's from.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got the business on +5. +4, I know that was this one. +3 is the rice paddies of colonial America. And I don't know about +2 or +1, it looks like. I thought we knew about +1.
Actually, one of the places that where there is magic is actually the seat of Azathoth.
A what?
The place you went and someone got their head replaced.
Yeah, that's
That's
+6.
the scrub world.
It's Susan's home portal.
Yeah, that's +6.
I thought that was scrub.
Yeah.
We're at +4.
Yeah, that's 2 squares away. But yeah, this one right here, it's the Demixi home world, and they do not have magic.
Well, then, so that means the alternate doesn't have it. So it's not
No,
real magic that we're.
The alternate can have. It won't be on the platform, but the worlds that are connected to the alt can have magic.
So you can go to +6.
You can go. You basically can go to +6 and hang out.
I'm gonna go hang out at +6 then.
Unless +5 has got something magical on it that we don't know about.
I don't. Yeah, this endless dark ages. No, I don't think so. But I can do it wrong.
Yeah, gonna go hang out on +6. So if somebody wants to join me,
Western
you're welcome
world. I gotta put shit on the dirigible. So.
That's
All right.
still an offer. If someone wants to go with me, you're welcome to it.
Yeah, I'll be helping along with the dirigible.
What about you, Mike? You want to help with the dirigible, or?
I'll help with the dirigible.
All right. Well, then I'm going to leave it to you guys, and I'll go with her.
All right.
I don't think we should, just be off on our own. Besides the Western world, we're not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
Or the 1920s world, 1910s world, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
So I'll grab a tent and some other stuff, and we'll go hang out there for how long until the portal opens?
48 hours.
Well, we don't know
I
when
think.
we are in the cycle, really. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say I'm going to look at my watch, which I had set to portal time, basically.
Okay. And we have Bruce's lovely face back.
Hello.
There he is. So
Yes,
I checked
I
my
was
watch. How
listening
long
the
until
entire
the portal
time.
opens?
Yes. Okay. So the portal opens, and are you ready to go through?
No, how long until the portal opens?
Well, I said I wasn't quite sure how long it took you guys to get there and from each one. So I'm just saying is that when you get there, you're already in the inactive part of the cycle. So how long does it take before it opens? I'll just randomly roll it.
Sounds good.
Okay, you actually get there 37 hours.
Okay.
So you mean we're at 37 into the cycle?
Yeah,
Or
37 into the inactive cycle. So you've got 9 more hours until approximately 9 more hours.
Okay,
until the thing
so
opens.
Bishop and Petrova will go to the seed world, and I'll just bring like some basic shit for a
Yeah.
day.
I think, yeah, I think you guys, I think they would have gotten back before you, okay? And so what Angel would have done is she would have said, okay, I got to take, a Dom someplace safe, where he won't be sick, and so we can test this out. Unless because he could go out through there right now and maybe, he's a
I thought you said it wasn't active.
Oh, that's right. It's not active. Yeah, so you can't do it. So, she can go there and just say, it's 2 portals over. Okay, just say, I'll come back. When it's about to open.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
basically have someone go with, just take an IDET watch and set it properly so you know that we can, and then just however long it takes you to get there, how long it takes to come back and just time it. So you come back, I don't know, like an hour before it should open up.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
I'll
That
give her
will
my
give her
watch.
a maximum amount of time if for some reason it turns out that it's not a place that Dom can live.
So I have a diver's watch, so I set it with the little mark for when it's supposed to open, and then I set it, the other little setting for it's mechanical. So
Yeah, but
and I go, okay, that's when you should be able to.
Okay, I'm not going to argue this. Okay, I'm just saying the people that went to Tom's world are there, and they can set this all up amongst themselves. And
All righty.
So
they
do this
you
before
guys
we
come
get
back with with a trailer and and load it up with all this it's rigid, so it's basically with this big giant weird sausage thing, this dirigible on a trailer coming back on the fringe pass.
So
Oh,
so this thing's got like a door on it, right?
Yeah,
I sent you a little picture. I said I wanted a porthole and an aft hole, and
sure.
then I
get it.
figure we'll just be inside it with the bladders that make it go up and down, and then like on the trailer we could also have whatever we're pulling it with could have a large tank of helium to fill it all up with, and then have maybe some extra helium cylinders inside in case we need to increase it or let some
Okay.
out.
All right. Yeah, they're going to be helium containers that are made out of carbon fiber, so that they are not as light, so they're as light as possible.
Okay.
It's just going to be enough to add some trim. It's not going to be enough to reinflate the entire thing.
Okay. Well, guys, look, we have a blimp.
Got a little baby blimp.
That's
A
not
wee
that
blimpy.
that is not something you see every day.
This is something I've never seen before, actually.
I've seen a few of them in my day.
Made out of Demixie butt silk.
Now that is not something I see every day.
Can I please assume that Mike is translating this?
After he says it, if you tap him on the shoulder, he will turn and translate.
Yes, she will.
I want to know
He's
what this sign is for butt silk.
He shows you.
Oh, by the way, the sign for sparks is this.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's sparks or fireworks.
Okay.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fire is my favorite sign.
This
But
is
yeah.
the sign for asshole or flaming asshole.
Yeah. Arthur Brown and his band of renowned. Via.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So when the portal opens, Angel and the Dragon have been back for a short time, and the dirigible is ready to go.
Angel the dragon go through. The dragon falls to the ground.
Dragon heads through. Dirigible heads through.
Well, we're gonna do the dragon first, I think.
Oh yeah, dragon and Dragon Rider first.
And then they're gonna come back and tell us whether or not they were able to do it. You know, if it was magical.
All right.
Or at least Angel will.
Okay, so who's on the dragon?
Angel.
Just Angel and the dragon.
Just Angel and the dragon.
Unless someone wants to go with. No? No? Okay. Just Angel and Dragon then.
All right.
All right. We gave Angel a charged up. We
can't charge it.
We're gonna when we get there, we're gonna have to charge up her communicator then.
She still had hers.
She needs to fly through, see if it's magical, and then fly right back and let us know.
Okay, all right. So we wait for her report.
Right.
All right. Okay, very good.
Lovely.
All right, Angel, you get on Dom, and Dom basically runs, basically runs across the platform, because based on what you said, it's super slick on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're going to want to go through it or run and launch yourself and
fly. He's going to want some speed, and he's going to, he's running, but he's keeping his wings close to him. Okay, and you guys go through, and immediately you're hit with an incredible downpour. It's just booming down all around you. Okay, and there's, it seems like there's this huge, flashes of light, and it's blinding and everything else, and there's this huge booming explosions, and stuff like that. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Okay, and you go, Dom needs to make a basically he needs to make a
spirit check.
No, the other one.
Agility check.
He needs to make a vigor check.
Vigor.
Oh wow. Okay.
Took you a while.
Sorry.
You forgot what system he was playing.
Yeah. No, I knew what it was. So.
9.
9. Okay. So Dom basically pancakes down on the other side, and then you find yourself hurtling through the air as you go off the top of the tower. Okay. And Dom is trying to orient himself. Okay. And flapping his wings, and stuff like that. And he's, you're, being buffeted by the winds, and he's going crazy, and you essentially flutter down. Basically, you end up crashing. You end up crashing onto the ground.
Oh.
Okay. Give me a luck check.
But did you die?
Yep, that's it for Dom.
5.
5. Okay. You actually land right side up. Okay, instead of upside down.
Not crushed. Yay.
Yay, yes. Okay. But he hits real hard, and he basically lands on essentially the equivalent of jagged rock, and just gets torn up big time on his underbelly and his wings.
Hurts.
And essentially just, crashes. And you get thrown back and forth really hard. Give me a strength check.
You got seatbelts on that dragon?
You didn't say how well you were latched into this thing.
I would assume you'd have a strap on your saddle. That way you don't
Yeah.
fall off.
There's a strap on. It's designed to make for it's not easy to fall off. Okay,
right.
But there's that, and
a violent stop,
and being thrown.
Yikes.
There's that, and running into a wall and being thrown through the windshield. Okay.
Yeah. 7.
7. Okay, that's you get thrown off a dom and end up hitting the ground. Though it's strange because yes, you get abraded, but you just don't take the impact you thought you were going to take. I mean, it's more like you take a bad tumble, and but you are kind of expected to be like roadkill. You thought you'd get a serious. In retrospect, afterwards, you kind of thought you would get like serious road rash from this, but other than just basically smacking into the ground, hard and just rolling, it's not as bad as you thought it'd be.
Maybe next time wear more than just a chainmail bikini.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Anyways,
You all right there, partner?
Dom is screaming into your head that he really hurts bad.
Yeah.
He says the swords, the swords of the army, never sliced me this bad.
Sorry, buddy.
So anyways, he's laying over there, just kind of, he's out of it. He's taken at least a wound from this.
Shit.
Oh.
Now am I gonna get back up?
So anyways,
After 10 minutes,
right after 10 minutes, they don't come back.
something happened. We better go in.
Right.
Oh, that's
agree
your
with
first
Susan.
response is we better go in after something happened to the dragon.
Well, it makes sense that they say something had to happen to the dragon because she didn't come back.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to do the rope and weight technique and see if I can see anything.
Susan, oh, that's rather clever, Jason. I'm impressed.
Thanks. It's
Okay.
not my first rodeo.
She doesn't
And then
know
I
what
do
she
the
can
butt
do.
scoot to go through the portal.
But
It's
boogie.
one thing for you to narrate what you did in the past. It's something else to see you actually doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, take the ego boo when you get it.
Sure.
So I butt scoot through the portal.
Let's get through the portal. Throw the
I like the
weighted
butt-
rope
yeah.
back. It's real wet up on top, and the wind is blowing
Damn.
pretty hard. But you don't see any of that like flashing. It's just dark. It's just
Dark,
real dark.
wet,
It's wet.
still
very
raining?
wet, and it's really dark.
and it's windy.
And it's windy, and like clouds, foggy. All being washed around you. Because of the wind.
Okay, I'll go back through the portal. It's a storm.
Well, it's not raining.
Oh, it wasn't raining.
It's just wind. It's just wind and fog.
It's really windy
But the
and
surface
wet.
of it still has some wet on it.
Well, maybe there had been a storm, even if it's not a storm now.
Right. So maybe he flew into the first storm that you guys experienced when you went through.
Yes, that's possible. Susan says, I'll go through and see if I can mentally contact Angel.
Okay, be careful.
Thanks.
I mean,
Now let's see. You throw the weighted end back through the portal as soon as you go through.
right. That way it's
okay?
constant. That way it'll draw you back.
Or you can just throw it ahead of you to see what happens.
Good answer. Yeah, more fun for everyone. Okay. All right. I'm butt scooting.
Butt scoot boogie.
All right.
I've invented the butt scoot portal entry.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Once I'm through,
The
let's
butt
try to-
scoot protocol. You're gonna have to write that down.
The
we
Bishop
use the butt
scoot
scoot
butt
protocol,
scoot
the official butt
protocol.
scoot protocol.
Right now.
Okay. All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. 5.
Okay. What's the range on that?
Oh, geez. Okay. What did I write? Smarts times 2. Susan has a D10 smarts, so that's 20, I guess, 20 something or others.
20 hexes?
Probably.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
Angel, can you hear me? It's Susan. Angel.
Nope.
Either she's dead or out of range.
Yeah.
Oh, that's practical. And yeah, she's very okay. I come back through.
I mean, you can try again, you know. You can just drop it and try it again.
Okay, all right, okay.
Because
I'll
as I recall, it makes a big difference if you have if you get a raise. Doesn't it make a big
all right,
difference?
okay, let's give it an okay. Telepathy is how many? Okay, it's I've got to only spend 1 point per shot. So yeah. All right, here we go. Another 5. Third try. Come on, 6s? Nope, 4. Okay. Okay. 5. And last try. Nope, no raises. I try 5 times and nothing. So I come back through then. I didn't get anything.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
There is one other method which might be better.
Writing a message on a piece of paper and throwing it in a bottle, tossing it down.
Find Fringeworthy. They told us had a range of 100 feet. That's a little farther than my telepathy usually reaches. We could try to find her that way.
Yeah, if you roll well enough, you can actually detect her by the Fringeworthy crystal.
Let me try. I've got a higher
Okay, here's the rope.
than everybody.
Good idea, Susan. I know.
Mike says, "Good idea, Susan."
Well, she is his teacher.
It took me a second to realize what you were doing.
Okay.
It's hard. Sometimes when I'm GMing, you have to play more than one NPC.
Yeah.
That gets a little schizophrenic sometimes.
Yeah, believe me, as a GM, I understand that.
Oh yeah.
I just have characters talking.
I got an 11 on my crystal use.
Nice.
Nice.
Got a raise.
And I have basically level 2 as D6 crystal use. And we evoke the wielder can direct detect fixture within 100 feet on a raise. This distance increases to approximately 1,000 feet.
Okay, well the tower's only 150 feet tall, so yeah. From what we've been told.
So I reach out and see if I can
detect
her location. Doesn't give the exact location, just a warmer, colder feeling. And the brightness increases in a similar use with the proximity.
Yeah, this is like.
And there are multiple Fringeworthy present. The wielder can focus on one and ignore the rest.
Aha.
Successful smarts roll to ignore other Fringeworthy.
Very good.
Change targets by making another smarts roll.
Woohoo.
Let's see. So I'm going to use smarts roll.
So you get Dom and Angel.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. And the hero die. Oh, 2 on my smarts roll, but the hero die explodes. And it explodes again. 15.
Okay. So it's pretty good roll.
I got a 2 on my smarts die. But
yep. Okay. So
but
you
my hero dice
definitely get a reading in a particular direction. Okay. So they're out there. They're still out there.
Still alive.
They're not dead.
Right.
Okay, I'll go back through and say, well, they're out there. I know the general direction once we leave, but I can't talk to them. So
thank goodness. For
They're
sure.
within 1,000 feet from the tower, though.
All right.
From the portal, I should say. Should we go through? I mean, it's not storming, it's just a little windy.
Okay. All right. How good are you at flying dirigibles?
I'm a pretty
Yes,
decent
Mike.
pilot, actually.
All right, let's go. Weigh anchor and head out.
Yep. Well, we'll get her up there and load everybody on, and I'll be the last one on board while trying to push the thing through as the nose hits the portal. I'll jump in.
All right.
We'll let the portal pull us through.
Sounds good.
This will be interesting.
I sure
Well,
hope so.
You do better to like push it through because
Yeah.
because the portal's only going to pull you through, like an
No, it'll
inch,
take like 10 minutes.
1.1 inch per second. So
Well,
Right.
that's pretty quick.
Okay, it's up to you.
I'll push it as much as I can before I have to jump in.
All right. I mean, you just get it going, and get some velocity. Once the front goes through, the rest of it's going to fit because of whatever.
Right.
So I mean, you just get a little bit of the thing, and then you can go and I don't know, jump through that rear hatch you were talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
The aft hole.
Yeah, the aft hole.
The aft hole. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's somehow appropriate for you to go through the aft hole.
All right.
But you go back.
All right, so you do go through, and of course the wind actually will probably grab it anyways and pull it through faster than you expected.
Sure.
So I show the guys, this is like medieval, but we can sit here and crank this thing and it'll make the little propeller going.
Okay.
And we have like some rudder control, but with the wind, it's going to be a little tough.
Okay. Mike will start the generator so we can get things charged up.
Well, that's just it. I had the crank thing that we do to make the propeller work.
Right.
Do a crank generator, so it'll produce power as we're cranking.
Plug in.
Okay.
Get those earbuds plugged.
We have stuff already plugged into it as we go through. So
sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Zoom.
Okay.
I'll activate.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say you basically you come out and whoever your forward observer is sees that there is a lot of light. Basically like crisscrossing beams of light happening, and
like searching.
No, it's like thin little beams of light, like tactical flashlights on tight beam. All right, and they're green. Okay, and they're dancing around, and then you see this huge, massive blast of it's got to be the dragon flame. Basically, the dragon is breathing fire, so you know that he's probably under attack.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
We don't like cannibals. We do not like cannibals.
Now, if he's breathing fire and the fire's lighting the area,
Jason, it looks like someone's attacking
there?
the dragon. What do you want to do?
Can Susan reach out and contact Angel?
You can try.
I'll give it another shot. Four. Do I make contact?
Do you have the range?
Range is 40 hexes. I forgot. A hex is 2 meters, Bruce.
Yeah, it's 6 feet approximately. So
okay,
that's 200.
That's 240 feet.
Well, not until you're like right over.
Okay. Right over the location. Roll another 4. Angel, can you hear me? This is Susan.
Okay. Angel, you're in the middle of a firefight. Unlike, unlike the dragon, something is like playing these, basically the equivalent of green laser beams at you, and it seems to be burning Dom. Okay, but it's not as, and but and he's obviously being, and there's some other ones that are coming over and like hitting him with, these big mallets.
The fuck?
And there's a bunch of monstrous creatures that are attacking you right now. You're on his back, so I don't know what you're doing. But Dom is kind of in the fight for his life right now because he can't really fly because his wings are all kind of stove up right now.
Kind of what?
He got injured. All right. He hasn't had a chance to get any real, first aid or anything like that. Okay.
How long have we been on this side?
Maybe all of 30 seconds.
How long's the portal been open?
No, since we've come through
Minute, maybe?
and found her.
Yeah, not more than a
So we
minute.
can't even charge anything for another 8 minutes.
Right.
Oh, so does
yeah.
So does the Dragon Rider Angel answer Susan's mental query?
Am I able to hear her?
Help! Get me out of here.
Well, Angel, are you gonna tell Susan anything because you're suddenly, can hear Susan, but you're, like I said, you're right in the middle of what's to you a major firefight.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I was able to hear her. That's what my question. That's
Well, she's once she's over top of you, her range will go. She'll reach you. Suddenly, like you can hear this sound. You can hear in your brain. You're used to the sound. That's what Dom does.
Yeah.
Dom's kind of noisy. He's kind of you're trying to hear her over the sound of Dom's cries of rage and pain.
Plus, Susan sends in Annika's voice. So yeah,
double in my head.
Yes,
I'm hearing double. Shit.
Yeah. All right, you're hearing Annika.
Annika's voice in her head.
Annika's voice, yes. Angel, are you okay? Are you okay?
Kind of firefight for our fucking lives right now. Where are you guys?
You're in a world of shit. Coming to help.
Please do.
All right.
Get out of my
Susan
head.
Turns back right. Jason, Susan's in a backing up. Angel's in a world of shit. She needs help desperately.
Okay. Chen Wei, do you want to crank the propeller or do you want to shoot?
Shoot, I guess.
Somebody better be cranking that propeller.
Who's got the higher strength is what I was wondering.
My strength is where's my character? Strength is D6.
Same as mine.
Mike's
What's
a D10.
Cole's? Okay, Mike, you crank.
Cole's not here.
Cole's gonna crank because he's not here.
All right, Cole cranks because he's not here.
So
Chen Wei and I will shoot, I guess.
I can shoot too.
Well, not if you're cranking.
Oh, okay. I'm cranking.
So Chen Wei and I will go to the forward porthole. Figure there's like one on each side, and we'll shoot away from where the dragon is. Just kind of spray some bullets into the darkness.
Yeah, well, how far away are they?
I'm trying to get an idea of like if I see where one of the lights start
around 200 feet.
Yeah,
around 200
feet. When the dragon breathed fire, he basically kind of lit up the area with flame. So, there's actually burning spots on the ground and around.
I didn't write this down. What's the rate?
You can see these figures basically, firing from the darkness beyond that, but there's some other ones that are up trying to attack him physically.
I'm going to shoot the ones that are firing from the darkness.
What's the range on an energy bolt? As in the power?
Hadouken.
All right, let me.
Yes, it is, but
bolt is
You probably
Hold on a
also
sec.
hear screams
I
of
got the ball. I
rage.
got it right in front of me.
Okay.
12, 24, 48.
Okay, so 12 hexes, hex is 2
24
meters.
hexes
Well,
and
12
48
hexes,
hexes.
yeah. 12 hexes, hex is 2 meters, so there's 24 meters or 72 feet
It's
approximately.
long range is 300 feet. So he can hit the ground from here. It's just going to be long range.
Jason, you want to use the Barrett?
No, I want volume.
Copy that. Here come the grenades.
That's my other thought.
No, jeez.
All right, we're cranking. Can we descend? Do you want to descend?
Not really. I think we're fine here.
Okay, sounds good. We'll just
I mean,
keep cranking.
range is a good thing, and looks like they have lasers. So,
Uh-oh.
so
Yeah, right now they may not even know you're there because they're
Right.
kind of busy.
until Hadouken happens. Well, I'm going to open up with my M16 and the M203 and basically dump a full auto burst at where I think a laser is coming from because I saw it shoot.
Hit him with some
And
frag
he lit
grenade.
up some area and then pump a M203 grenade into the area too. Now my weapon is suppressed. The M203 is not. It just goes bloop. But the M4 will make less noise. Rate of fire 3. Rock and roll.
Okay. All right. Just use the -4 penalty for darkness.
Okay. Okay. Four is 6. So a 6 for the rifle.
Okay, that's a hit.
And the M4.
Well, I
the
mean,
grenade.
it's also range too, so it's -4 for the darkness. It's also you got to add in range too.
What's the range? It's 24 for short range.
It would be medium, so it'd be a -1.
Okay. And how much for plus
If-
for
if-
automatic?
If short range is 24, then it would be medium range. It's like I say, it's around 300 feet.
Okay. There's a bonus for full auto though, right?
You just get 3 dice. It's not. I mean,
Okay, so it's a 6, so 5 would be my adjusted roll then.
yeah, I guess so. The total should be -5.
Okay, yeah, and I got a 10,
And
so
a
5.
full auto is normally like at least a -2.
Right, but I have
Unless you've
rocket.
got a rock and roll, which I assume you do.
I do.
So I don't think you have that minus.
No, I don't have the auto minus, so it's -5. So I got a 5, or do I need to Benny it?
All right. Nor the recoil penalty for firing a weapon on full automatic. So yeah, so it should, yeah, that 5's fine. So that means you're gonna hit with that 1.
Okay, and then I fire the grenade.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 10. That explodes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
16
all you
minus
have to do
5.
is just pick the area you want to hit for that.
Basically the same location.
Because it's got like a 20-foot, it's like 40, is it 40 radius? I forget.
Medium burst template.
I always forget what a medium burst is.
I have no idea.
It's like 40 feet across.
So 2d8 no raise for the and 3 times.
If you're firing at a single person, you basically you roll three dice and you adjust the the roll for those 3 and tell me how many times it hits, and then you do your damage.
Well, I was just kind of spraying in the general area, so I'm trying to hit as many targets as possible.
Okay.
So, and you said it's dark, so I'm not really sure exactly where people are. So I'm not sure what I'm going to roll here.
Well, I'm saying is that if you can't even see a target, you can't hit them. The best you can do is what's called grazing fire, which allows you to suppress everybody within a certain area, and they have to make a spirit check or something like that to avoid being intimidated by all the weapon fire coming down. The
Since they
grenade
can't hear it.
the grenade going off is a different story. They don't know that there are grenades coming down, so it's not. They don't get to run away from it.
Okay. So
Sounds good.
don't shoot then, is what you're saying?
I'm saying is that it would be better just to use the grenades.
Okay, I'll use the grenade then. That makes sense. Never had this situation, so I wasn't sure. Now, does that get a raise since I got an 11?
Damage does explode.
Okay.
All the jokes aside for the thing.
All right, rolling the d8s. No damage explosion dice, so 12, 16 total.
Just ordinary people. That's pretty good.
Can I Benny and roll again?
Yeah, but you have to roll 3 dice
Okay.
or whatever. Yeah, I mean you can't Benny the damage
Unless you have.
And I think you've already hit, so I don't think you need to do that.
I already hit, so 16 points.
Okay.
Everything in a 40-foot range.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. It goes off.
Okay. That was my thing. Ken?
All right.
Okay.
Come on. You're not going to come up. It's finally coming up. Yeah, I got too many things open here.
That's not good.
Here we go. All right. Okay, so a medium burst template is a 4 hex diameter. So that's 24 feet across.
Oh, okay.
It's not 40, it's 24. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You see explosions going off down below you. Are you actually firing?
No, I'm not going to shoot if I can't pick targets.
Okay. All right. Angel, what are you doing?
Which one?
I'm sorry. Angel on the back of Dom. What are you doing?
Angel P.
Petrova.
Got AP.
Dom is fighting for his life.
Yeah. She's
you're
going,
there.
She's gonna be doing the exact same thing with him because she is Willing. She
But what do you
is
do?
going to defend him. She. What does she have? I forgot. Damn it. Because I'm pretty
She
sure
has a pistol. You can always shoot the guys that are trying to hit him with mallets.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. She'll shoot at the guys. Still, because I'd like
Okay,
to.
go ahead.
I'd like to believe that the guys
Roll the hit. It's
getting
going to be
there.
short range for you.
I'm gonna Benny that.
All right.
She shoots herself in the foot.
Uh, that's good.
Nuclear
That's better.
Holocaust us.
13.
Yay.
Okay.
What I Bennied from was a 1 and a 2.
Oh,
So-
golly.
So
Almost shoots herself in the foot.
somehow.
Okay.
Hey, there you
You pull the trigger, bang. Okay. You're sure you had this guy lined up. You don't see him get hit. So it's like it didn't happen.
Fine. After this sword it is.
Like it just vanished or what?
She's in the dark. She saw a flash from the end of her gun, but that's it.
Oh dear.
She had it lined up, but he didn't react in any way, like he's a bullet sponge or something.
Can you see through Dom's eyes? Doesn't he see in infrared
Can I? I thought I thought
or
I could at
heat
one
or
point.
something like that?
Well, let me put it this way. I mean, you can, but if you do, then you're like looking at what Dom's looking at, not what you're aiming at. So it's kind of a problem.
Yeah. No, not happening.
All right.
Right then.
So, anyways, so you're gonna pull out the sword, jump down there, start swinging.
Yep.
Yay.
All right.
Sugar, we're going down swinging.
You jump down. It's it's a little weird. You jump off Dom and it's almost like it's almost like you're lighter than you should be because you just kind of hit the ground and you don't get the impact you're used to.
Do you fall slower?
It didn't seem like
gravity is kinetic energy or
it
something.
Seemed like it just seemed like when she hit the ground, it didn't
No impact.
It didn't she didn't take it on her knees or when she tumbled, it just seemed easier. So you pop up and there's this guy with this big mallet, okay, and he's ready to and he sees you, and he's got this glowing green face thing. His eyes are glowing green, and and he's got this. He's basically turning. So to you, all you really see is these glowing eyes in the dark. Except there is a little bit of light because Dom has been laying his flame all around.
Yeah.
But okay, and you don't have anything charged up enough that you can see in the dark. So you can swing your sword at him.
Okay. I will. I'm gonna aim for them glowing eyes because I'm curious.
Okay, that's a -4 to hit because of it's called shot.
All right.
It's -4 otherwise for the dark, so I guess you're good.
Yeah, well,
There you go.
that's going to compensate for the dark a bit, so I'll just do a -1 for the dark.
Okay.
She actually has a lit target to go for.
And we can't see the glowing eyes from the airship.
At 300 feet up, no, can't see the glowing.
What do I roll for
But
that?
you do see those big bursts of light, those green streaks of light that are hitting into Dom, and such.
Fighting check. Duh.
Okay,
go.
I'm going to suggest that we lower the airship, and I will rappel out the damn door.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Sounds good.
All the minuses. It's a total of -5. I heard that.
Hmm.
I heard that right. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
10.
So 10.
Jesus,
Yep.
Okay, you hit.
good roll.
All right. Strength plus
Hit you with a
D6.
sword.
Strength plus
Yeah.
D6. Also D6. Lovely.
Ken, what is this marvelous fruit
Ooh.
tart you have behind you?
Oh, that's hamantash, and it's from the Jewish holiday of Purim, which is like in 3 days.
Those look
Ooh.
delicious.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
14.
Hmm.
14.
Those look
Yep.
delicious.
Is that damage?
Yep, that is
Looks like
damage.
peach. Or
Okay.
apricot.
14. Your sword hits this guy and skitters along his basically cuts through his mask, and it falls away from him and seems to do you feel it bite a little bit into him, but it doesn't really seem like it did the kind of damage you were expecting.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like he's like like really resistant to it. It seems.
Okay.
On
Maybe
the
it's
plus
good.
side, it was a lot easier to swing the sword than you're used to.
So it's not just gravity, it's like anything with kinetic energy.
Theoretically.
All right. I'll start making the descent. Michael, start making the thing descend.
Okay. And you're like venting helium, I guess, to do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's pretty easy to do that.
All right.
Those sound delicious.
Hello, you want to go, Jason?
Give me 100 feet.
100 feet. Copy that. Okay.
Ropes out.
That's
Susan
that's
says you need some company.
That's going to be very little helium released. Okay, and it's going
Yep.
to slowly go down.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so you do that, and all right. Meanwhile, Dom is biting and chewing these guys up. Apparently, with the same normal ability that he had on the field of battle, Angel. He seems to be doing just fine, biting these guys and chewing them up. Okay, he's still getting hit with these blue rays, and you can see the smoking scars that are going across his scales. So they are definitely causing like some kind of fire damage to him and such.
Lovely.
If we're dropping slowly, can I do another grenade the next round?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so next round will be close enough that I can attack them, or
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I mean, with blast.
Oh, with blast? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Same deal. Minus, it's going to be because of the dark and all. I mean, if you're fighting the guys that Drum is fighting, then it's only like a -1. If you're fighting the guys that are firing from the darkness with ray guns, then you're fighting.
I'll fight the guys that are -1.
Okay.
Okay. For pain skill success.
And you're fighting. When you say fighting, you talking about hand to hand, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about doing my fireball.
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew what you meant. I just totally forgot it there. My wife's going up to bed, and she distracted me, and I totally forgot what you were doing.
Well, the bolts are successful. Not
Okay.
actually hit.
All right.
First one to hit is a 4.
All right.
It's a raised attack, so I believe 4 hits. Second one, no, 4 misses because it's a -1, so I need a 5. Second one hits.
Okay.
And third one hits.
Okay.
Damage is 2d6 for each one. So the second one is 6 points.
Josh.
Probably doesn't
Not you, the
hurt
dog.
him very much. And the other one, okay, that explodes, so that's better. That's 13 points.
How much?
The first one was, I believe, was 6, and this.
Yeah.
And the second one was 13.
Okay.
And it's like a key blast. It's not a physical strike. So
Okay.
the
That-
local laws
Yeah,
may
that
affect it
second guy goes
differently.
down.
Okay.
That second guy goes down with your last bolt.
Okay. I mean, it's not a ball, it's a
Falls
fireball,
down.
but
His mace thumping to the ground next to him.
and unfortunately, I could not find a good like Chinese phrase to use for that because like 90% of the special moves like that are Japanese, and I can't use Japanese for this. So.
You can say, "I'll show you Chinese boxing."
Yeah, but that sounds stupid.
Hail
You could say-
Jackie Chan.
You could say Qigong. You could say, God, I'm trying to remember stuff from my Bagua class.
I mean, what I really should probably do is just like pronounce Ken in Chinese, except I don't know how to do that either. Because Japanese uses Chinese characters for all this stuff. And so if whenever you translate a Japanese name into Chinese or vice versa, it's completely different.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot another grenade at a green point of light emanation.
Okay.
Where the hell did my D10 go? There it is.
You're gonna fire another
Is
what?
non-existent.
Grenade.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the 6 explodes and the 10 explodes. See which one fits better. Now the 10. So it's 16 minus 5. No, minus 4 for dark. Range is good. So on a 12 with the grenade to hit.
Okay. All right. It goes down. You know, it hits. End of the round, it explodes. There's a big flare of light, but you notice that it doesn't seem to be, covering, the explosion. It seems to be smaller than you expected.
Okay, does it damage anything?
You don't. You just see a big flash, and then it's dark. You don't see. You're doing this in the darkness, so
Right, but
there's a sudden flash, but you don't see anything like
people.
Yeah, I don't think you would be able to see any people, suddenly falling down or anything like that.
The grenade is kinetic energy, so it's probably not going to work right.
Well, those guys with the big mallets were using kinetic energy, and they were swinging them pretty effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, we found swords don't work right. We found falling doesn't work right. We found grenades don't work right. It's
you
probably
didn't say
kinetic
that. You
energy.
just said they weren't that quite as big of an explosion. So,
Yeah, there definitely is an explosion.
well, do you want damage or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
19.
Okay. All right. Okay. You see the remaining guys that are fighting. They fall back and basically run off into the darkness because there's really almost all the ones that are near the dragon have basically been chewed up by by Dom, and the ones that were firing don't seem to be, Dom doesn't seem to be dying from the
Well,
by the green bolts that keep hitting him.
well, okay. So we still have to defeat the guys with the ray guns. Okay.
I'm saying is that you start seeing some shots happening, but it looks like they're moving away. They're moving away
Okay.
from the tower further.
I thought it was the other group that was moving. Okay.
Yeah, and
So
then
then we won, but
Then
we're
it
now
stopped.
murderous
Yeah.
fugitives from justice.
Yay, murderous fugitives from justice.
Hey.
Finally.
Okay.
Why were you anticipating it?
because it's Fringeworthy. We never start off adventures well.
Yeah, Dom is seriously cursing in your brain. You know.
Once we get low enough, I will fast rope down to Dom, and
Do you need help, or this
I'm
is
good.
Susan? Okay.
Since
All right, is Cole still with us?
he's still
Okay.
here.
yeah, he's back.
All right, Cole. We need to stop because it's 11:03. But I wanted to get you caught up. Okay. You were having this discussion with the mother. Okay, and then all of a sudden, okay, she asked you a question. Okay, and you just kind of lean back in your chair, say, well, and start answering, and suddenly there is this. You suddenly feel very disoriented. You open your eyes, and there's this big flash of light. I mean, it is just so bright all around you, and you're falling, and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you basically pile drive right in. It's like you pile drive right into the ground. Okay, and things get very kind of confusing after that, because you kind of think that you got up, okay, because your memory is now going to be kind of faulty, and you kind of have a dream where you're traveling through heaven, and everything is beautiful, and flowers and stuff, and then you kind of fall unconscious. Okay, again, you kind of fall down and lay down in the poppy field, from
Wizard
that
of Oz.
movie of yours, The Wizard of Oz, when you were a little boy, and then suddenly you're woken because you just get drenched by this terrible rainstorm, and all this thunder that's happening, and you're awake and your head really hurts.
Seems like Ronan has gone.
Again?
Again.
God, am I dead?
And then Chuck Norris says, "No, but you wish you would."
Yeah.
You.
And and in the distance, okay, you can see this big wall of blue. You're outside. You're away from the fortress and the enclave. You're out somewhere in the wilderness outside of it.
It looks like the guards caught him.
And you're drenched to the bone.
You shouldn't be in the concubine's chambers. You're ejected.
It's like, oh, what the fuck? What's that? Did someone give birth to me all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to be funny. Oh, but
we've started Chuck Norris jokes in the chat.
yeah,
All right.
I got mixed feelings about Chuck Norris.
Think about what you want to do next, because you're outside the wall, and that's all you really know. You don't even know how much time has passed or anything like that.
I don't even know if I'm in. Do I even know if I'm in the universe I was just in with the mother and
You see a big glowing blue wall that looks like the outside of the enclave, but it's quite some distance away.
Huh. Well, that's strange. But I guess I gotta go.
And I'm sorry, yes, and of course you can see that big glowing ball of light, which is the light of life that's in the center of that. So that's definitely two big major pieces of information to say, hey, I was in the tower, the fortress, and why am I outside, the enclave, the Blue Wizard's enclave, and drenched to the bone? And why does my head hurt so bad? Ow! And where's where's Dorothy and Toto?
Why is there a shark biting my leg?
I need my blankie.
Yeah.
I need a joint, I say. After this.
I'm sure you do.
Use your equipment token.
Okay, I use my
Literally.
token, pull one out of my ear.
That would suck.
He uses his token to take a toke.
Fine.
Toke.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying, just think about for the next session what you want to do, and maybe these people will actually be able to get in communication with you.
That would be nice. All right. All right.
I'm sorry I had to railroad you, Cole, but I didn't want to just, there were too many spoilers. If I would have, I've already given you tons of spoilers. I just want to do all the spoilers.
Very good.
I actually don't mind spoilers. Unless it's about Star Wars.
I do.
Unless it's about Star Wars, then don't tell me.
Okay. Yeah. Darth Vader.
At the end of the first
Darth
movie,
Vader
the Death Star
dies.
blows up.
Cole. I'm sorry,
wow.
but he dies. Anakin doesn't make it.